This podcast was recorded live in the Purple Room Studio.
I think we got like a minute, 2 minutes in.
Yeah, because I watched the video, I'm like, I'm just in the middle of talking.
Yeah. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the StreamVoid podcast, episode 165.
God damn.
Yes, we're pretty far into the old podcast life cycle here.
Yeah.
I don't know, are we, what age would we be? Are we in our terrible twos? We're in our terrible threes, I think.
I don't know. Compared to other podcasts? I don't know. That's a lot of episodes, I think.
That is a lot of episodes.
Podcasts don't go that long.
No.
They'll just sort of peter out or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Not us. We're dedicated.
Yeah, I mean, I like doing it, and
yeah,
I do it for the love of it.
And it shows.
Because we ain't getting nothing out of it. That's not true, but...
It's definitely not true.
Yeah.
I am MikeyT, and of course, across from me is KurbStomped.
Hello.
You can find us everywhere under our respected monikers.
Yes, please.
Frank is also here, but he will not be participating in the podcast, just making things difficult for everyone around the table.
For the audio-style listeners, that's the cat.
Yes.
Frank the cat.
And you are listening to the StreamVoid podcast. This is a show about life and video games.
Yes.
And everything in between.
Yeah.
And it's been a week since we were, a couple weeks since we
2
recorded.
weeks, yeah.
Because you, Curb was sick.
Under the weather.
Under weather. And we were going to record somewhere around Wednesday, but then I wouldn't have enough time to do Gameclub.
Yeah. And so we're just like, let's just get it on Sunday.
Yeah.
Pick it up again. So we did. That's where we're at.
And it's Sunday.
Right now.
It is. It is the last day of March.
Praise Jesus.
Praise Jesus. It's Easter.
Yeah.
Jesus was reborn today, or was it yesterday? Friday?
I don't know how the timeline works.
I don't know either.
In the imaginary story of Jesus. But he did come back after 3 days.
Yes.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
So killed on Friday.
Well,
Came back on Sunday?
They put that rock in front of his cave.
Oh.
And then 3 days later, he's like, move, rock. And it rolled out of the way. Very epic look of a rock rolling.
Yes.
And he came out. It was weird. 2 Uzis. Very cool.
He didn't do anything spectacular after his rebirth, did he?
Dude, he came back to life, dog. What more do you want from him?
Yeah, but then he didn't do anything else. He just lived out his days.
It's like 30 AD. That was very impressive. Just coming back to life, okay? I mean, nowadays you just shock a guy and he comes back to life. No big deal.
No waiting either. You just
yeah.
It's either he gets back up or he doesn't.
And dude, think about it this way. He was like 30 years old, dude. That's like 100 nowadays.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
He just pieced out too.
Yeah. He just spread his arms and floated up into the sky.
Yeah. He's like, I'm out.
Oh! He flew.
He flew. Floated?
Yep.
Flew floated?
Yes.
Yes.
Something like that.
Yes. Are you doing anything for Easter? You going down to the old church to
Oh, I missed it. It's too late. I missed Mass. Damn it.
That's true.
No. Not really. I might get another Easter dinner.
Nice.
Maybe. Sometimes my roommate brings back an Easter dinner from his fiance's place.
Nice.
So maybe I'll get that. I don't know. Didn't say anything, so.
I've decided that there will be no more turkey.
Why?
For Christmas, anyway.
Why?
Speaking of other Jesus holidays.
Why no turkey for
No
Christmas?
more turkey.
Why?
It's goose now.
Oh, goose.
Turkey's been done. We've been doing turkey for 30 years.
But goose is like way fattier.
Yes.
Okay.
Way tastier. Way more special,
Where are you getting a goose from?
I don't know.
Oh.
But that's the thing, is that you could just go out and get a turkey anywhere and have
Well,
turkey. It's like whatever.
You could eat a lizard for Christmas if you
could.
wanted to.
But a Christmas goose? When the goose is cooked?
I heard what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
I've also heard that.
Wow. Have I had goose? I don't know.
I've never had goose. But you always hear about, people having a Christmas goose.
No, you don't.
40, 50, 60 years ago you did.
Did you?
Maybe.
I don't think so.
I thought like Christmas goose was the thing, and you would have a Christmas goose.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
But now you have Christmas turkey because it's easier to catch a turkey.
I think it's more like they grow bigger.
Probably.
That's the deal, I think.
We're gonna try and have Christmas goose this year.
It's going to be real fatty.
Yeah.
Isn't that where they get foie gras from?
Oh yeah.
Goose?
Yeah.
You can have foie gras
the
too?
Goose. Well, the goose comes pre-equipped with foie gras.
No, they remove the foie gras. Believe me, it's not in the goose you're going to get. There's going to be no foie gras in there.
No Christmas pheasant?
No, that's like eating a Christmas rat. A pheasant is the rat. Oh no, I'm thinking of grouse. Yeah, Christmas pheasant maybe? Okay. That's a possibility, but I like turkey.
So
but how are you eating turkey so often that you're like, nah, I'm done with it?
Yeah, pretty much. It's just like, I don't know. Maybe it's because people don't tend to prepare it as well. Because you have a giant turkey and then, you cook it and the inside is all like raw and the outside is just all dry.
I've never cooked a turkey like that.
It's because you spatchcock.
No, I don't spatchcock a goddamn turkey, dude. I don't have a 7-foot wide oven. No, I cook it properly.
So apparently the goose is a holiday bird across Europe.
Ah.
But because it's a natural rhythm of the goose lifespan, fell in the steppes within the autumnal and winter holidays.
Oh.
Autumnal.
Sounds like bullshit.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, but are you having turkey so often in the year that you're like, no, I'm done with turkey?
We have turkey on like every large occasion, large
so.
family-based occasion.
I mean, I guess so.
And then, you have multiple families to go to, and suddenly the weekend is just like turkey.
So have you cooked a turkey?
I've never cooked a turkey, no.
Okay, well, maybe you need to cook a turkey.
Maybe.
Cook it properly.
Smoke it.
Yeah.
Smoke it and
I
then
don't know
deep
if you
fry
need
it.
a goose. Anyways. Enjoy your goosing.
Yes, we hope to get a goose.
Just put
at
a
some
tray
point.
underneath it to catch all the juices, because they'll be juicing all over the place.
Juicing all over the place. We have duck. It's almost the same.
No.
Lots
Because
of fat.
when you get a goose, it'll be like farm raised.
No, probably when we get a goose, we'll have to go out and shoot it ourselves.
Oh, you're gonna hunt down.
I don't know anywhere in town that would sell a Christmas goose.
Oh, what's that Summit Meats up the hill? They must sell goose up there.
Maybe.
If not, you can order one for sure.
Yeah, Frank.
I guarantee you could order a goose online.
Probably.
Yeah, come with a nice block of dry ice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, sidetrack. How was your week?
Oh, how did
Or
we
2
get on
weeks.
the goose? Oh,
because it was Easter, and I
Yeah,
was like, I just sidetracked it right on over.
fair enough. How was my 2 weeks? Fine. I just worked. I wasn't feeling well last weekend, and then I felt okay work week wise, whatever. So I worked. I worked at the warehouse. I do have 2 work related things. I mean, they're whatever, nothing major.
Tell me about them.
Okay. I worked, well, this week was a short week because Friday was the holiday.
Yes.
So I didn't work Friday. So I worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's been very busy at the warehouse. So I was there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I was going to be in the office Thursday. I'm normally in the office Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, after work Monday night, I get a text from this guy, the guy that fucked everything up.
Yep.
And he said, "Oh, I emailed you. I need to hear back about this. Whatever." So I'm like, it's like 6:30, 7 o'clock at night, Monday night. I'll look at it. I'll reply. I'm not even gonna reply to his text.
Nope. It's outside of work hours.
I'll reply to your text tomorrow morning, right?
Yes.
So I forgot first thing in the morning to do it. So he texted me like later in the day, like at 9, whatever. Like, hey, I emailed you this. Like, can you take a look at it? And I'm like, okay. So I replied, yeah, no problem. I'll be in the office on Thursday. And he's like, he just replied back to me like, don't you have a computer at the warehouse? So I just replied to him. I said, yeah. I said, yeah, there is a computer at the warehouse, but I'm doing warehouse work. And I sent that, and then I didn't hear from him.
Yeah.
Because I just was like, I'm not at your beck and call, buddy. So anyways, I get to work on Thursday, and I'm like, I'm not even going to reply to it first thing. Fuck him. I'll wait till later, right?
Yeah.
But then I was looking through all my emails, and I get to the email he won't even reply to. And it was just like, buddy, you really need your hand held with everything we fucking do. So I had made an order up for hardware, like quick links and snap hooks and all this stuff we get.
Yeah.
And the way we have it set up in our computer, our system, every vendor we have is in the system with all their things we buy
Mm-hmm.
are linked together, right? But this comes from China, and for whatever reason, when we first started doing China stuff, they put it all under one vendor.
Mm-hmm.
But then we got so much shit, they were like, no, they should be from separate vendors. So they split it off, right? So they had left in this vendor all the hardware I was doing, but also had all these plastic, like slide buckles and stuff like that we get. They were in there together, right? So when I looked at what we needed to order, there was a few plastic ones that we needed. And I didn't think that, they're from a different vendor. I just put them all on the order and sent it in. So he sent it to China. They replied like, oh, you didn't buy these from us. But if you want to, we'll need a picture, details, blah, 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 and we can look into it or whatever.
Yeah.
So rather than him going like, getting this email and being like, oh, it's a different vendor. No big deal. Don't worry about it. He sent it to me and was like, they need pictures and all this info to make these and blah, blah, blah. I replied, I'm like, no, we'll just get them from the other vent. Like, what? Why are you asking me? You can't fucking do anything on your own? So I sent that off to him. And then he had another email. He did this similar thing. Oh, I know what it was. I ordered these hats, straw hats. We get it from the vendor.
Yeah.
So I sent in what I liked. He sent it back. They did the whole thing up. And he's like, here, take a look at this. So I look at it, and I'm like, yeah, it looks fine. No problem. And I said, like, I think we need to get them labeled, like, with UPCs, so take care of that or whatever. And he replied back to me, he's like, oh, I was wondering about this one hat that costs $7. And I was like, why didn't you fucking say that in the first email, you asshole? So I didn't even reply to that one. It's just like, why wouldn't you say in the first email, hey, take a look, this $7 hat, I think it's expensive. Instead he says, just take a look at it. So I look at it, I think it looks fine.
Yeah.
I see the $7 hat, whatever, no problem. But anyways, it's just so infuriating. It's like, you gotta have your goddamn handheld everywhere. Then the other thing was, I'm in the office with my good friend, and I must have said something that made her laugh, or she thought was funny, or something like that. Because she's laughing, and she's like, oh, this reminds me. Oh, I saw the funniest thing on YouTube. Oh, it's so hilarious. And whenever anyone says that to me, I'm like, oh, fuck. I don't want to watch your goddamn YouTube video. So she's like, do you know that guy that he was like Australian and he would like, he would like go and wrestle a crocodile or whatever? And I'm like, oh yeah, like Steve Irwin, like the crocodile. And she's like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, I'm familiar with him. She's like, oh my God, they're so funny. Oh, I know what it was. We were talking about, it wasn't so I said something funny. Someone had tagged our building and they had to paint over it.
Yeah.
And it was like, she's like, oh, these bums, whatever. Bums.
Yeah.
So that's what reminded her of this, which will make sense later. She's like, oh, there's this thing. Oh my God, my husband showed me. It's so funny. It's on YouTube. There's this guy, and he pretends he's like Steve Irwin, but he like wrestles bums. And he'll go into the street and like jump on a bum, and like he'll be like, oh, this one's a feisty one, and he'll wrestle him to the ground, and like he'll be like, I gotta take a measurement of him, and then I have to tag you before we release you back into the wild. And I was just like, oh, really? She's like, oh, it's so funny. It's so funny. And I'm like, is it like they're just acting or whatever? She's like, no, it's real. It's real. I'm like, real, like, what do you mean?
Just assaulting real people in the street?
Yeah, she's like, oh, he just jumps on these bums. I'm like a real bum? And she's like, yeah, it's so funny. So I was like, oh, I've never seen that or heard of that before. And she's like, I tried to show my daughter, but she wouldn't watch. She said it was inhumane or whatever. But it's so funny. They're just bums anyway. So I'm just like, wow, like, they are actually people still, but, you know. So she's like, I gotta find it. And I'm like, oh, fuck. So then when she's looking, I'm like, I've never heard of that before. But, like, it kind of reminds me of these guys that used to do bum fights where they would, like, pay bums to fight each other or, like, give them crack to fight each other. And I'm like, those guys went to prison, though. That, like, they got arrested and, like, charged with, like, assault and stuff like that. She's like, oh, I haven't heard of that before. So anyway, she digs up the video, and it literally is like a guy that looks like Steve Irwin wearing like the khaki outfit.
Yeah.
And it's like pitch black. I'd be like, I see one in the wild over there. Let me go. And he'll jump on this bum, and the bum's like, what's happening? He'd be like, it's okay. Oh, he's a feisty one. And he'll like wrestle him to the ground, and then like, I just have to take a few measurements. And he'd be like, oh, this one is really, and he'll measure him. And I'm just like, oh my God. And she's like laughing hysterically, and she's looking at me for my reaction. I can tell she's like kind of regretting showing me because I'm not laughing.
Yeah.
And I just kept being like, whoa, that's crazy. Whoa, like, holy, it's real. It's crazy. Holy, he really is doing what you said. You know?
Holy, he's really doing what you said.
Yeah. And then I look at the stream title and it says Bum Fights Bum Hunter, and I was like, oh, those are the guys. Those are the Bum Fights guys. They went to prison for this. She's like, oh my god, it was so funny. I was laughing so hard, and I was like, whoa, that was really crazy, you know? And I'm just like, I didn't want to watch this video.
Oh man,
so awkward. But I could tell when she was looking at me, like, she's like, I made a mistake showing him this. He thinks it's like, you know, not a good thing either. And oh yeah, anyways, whenever she says something so funny, I'm like, oh god, what am I going to be in for now?
Oh no, it's going to be awful.
Yeah. Anyways, it was pretty bad.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like it.
I never saw the bum fights back in the day.
No, neither did I.
It was not something I really was interested in.
No.
I heard about it, you know. That was in the era, though, where it was like bum fights, Girls Gone Wild, and like the Jerry Springer fights, you know, the VHS or DVDs. That was so big back then.
Huge.
Yeah, so.
People trying to get out there and capture some of that on the old YouTubes.
Yeah, exactly.
When Kimbo Slice came out and made his appearance.
Did I tell you about a guy at work that we had hired that said that I looked like Kimbo Slice? He's like, you look like Kimbo Slice. And I was like, what? Why? Because I have a beard? Like,
yeah, right?
What is such a weird thing to say?
That's just beardist.
Yeah, exactly. Rest in peace, Kimbo Slice.
Yes.
That was pretty much my work week.
Beautiful. Your work 2 weeks.
No. Wait, was it 2 weeks? Did anything happen last week?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it was 2 weeks. Wait, was it 2 weeks?
Yeah,
it was
been
2 weeks.
It's been 2
so
weeks
confused.
since we recorded.
Yeah, I don't think anything else really happened. Yeah, that was pretty much it. What about yourself?
Yeah, it was it was slow for a bit. The last week, not last week, but the week before, pretty slow.
Mm-hmm.
Still getting work.
Uh-huh.
You know, there's lots of people,
mm-hmm.
lots of work coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden it just went bananas because my project started back up.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't know it was starting back up.
Ah, they didn't let you know?
Well, we got a meeting. They were like, hey, come to this meeting before this onboarding meeting. Like, okay. So we go to this one meeting. It's like, oh, yeah, all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. Like, holy crap. Okay. You've assigned us a ton of work. Here's all the work. And we're supposed to get this done when? And then we're not even onboarded yet.
Oh, my God.
And then we do the onboarding meeting, ask a bunch of questions. They're like, oh, yeah, just get out there, contact the people, and start getting the work. It's like, oh, great.
Okay.
So all of the work is on the coast.
Oh, fun.
So I am going to the coast next week.
Oh, shit.
For 3 days.
Now, are you in the field or are you in the office on the field?
I will be in the field.
Oh, really?
I have to train people down there to do the work.
Oh, really? That's too bad.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that I don't know what everything is because I didn't do any of that work.
Oh, yeah.
Before I became the manager of the project.
Oh, boy.
So it's like all pre-fielding for the building. So I got to go in and be like, well, this is how you get the fiber inside the building. This is the route we're going to do. We're going to do all this stuff. Get approvals from the building managers, the strata, whatever. And then
so you kind of got to wing it?
I kind of got to wing it. I think I'm well equipped to wing it in this situation since I did do a lot of the designs before before things happened.
Crazy.
So yeah, it's going to be me on the coast for next week.
Nice.
Not looking forward to it.
No.
Because I don't like traveling anymore.
No.
There's a reason I was like, I'm not traveling anymore. Put me in the office.
Yeah.
It's just, at least...
It's going to be like a one-time thing?
Yeah, probably. I might have to go down, once every month or so. Who knows?
That's not that bad.
It's not too bad, but the hotel's pretty nice that I'm going to stay at, and it's close to the shop, so it's all good.
They need to get you a flight.
Yeah, it's the whole... The driving is fine.
Yeah.
It's the being in the hotel for days on end.
Oh, yeah.
That's not cool.
Yeah.
I'm not into that. It's just mentally draining just being there.
Fair enough.
But at least I get to hang out with some of the people down there, like the Kuvo Splicer boys.
Oh, baby.
What a bunch of mad lads those guys are.
I hear they like to party.
Kind of. They're both kind of married. One's actually married. The other one's kind of married with kids and all that stuff.
I was kidding. I never heard of them before.
No? Yeah, no, I don't think so. But there's a Canada Computers like right near the hotel. So
nice.
I have to go there and be like, oh, look at all the stuff I can't
Look,
afford.
an Elgato teleprompter.
Right? I definitely want one of those, but I can't afford that crap. It's too much. It's too much.
Is it?
Yeah. It's like 300 American, I think. 350 American.
Oh, really? It's that much?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Wow. Okay.
It's a lot.
I didn't think it was that much.
But I definitely want one.
Just wait a couple months and they'll be like, you'll go onto Amazon and it'll get the Uli Lulu knockoff brand one.
Well, I want to get an actual teleprompter because I think I'm going to need one for the up and coming stuff that's happening.
Oh.
With the store.
Erotic.
Yes.
Okay.
We got denied our bank loan.
Oh no.
From the classic bank. They were like, "Oh, we don't do this kind of stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, well, we figured."
Oh.
It was just we'll see. We'll see if they do it. Who knows? They might. It took them 2 weeks to say no.
That's weird.
They could have said no sooner than that.
If they don't do that kind of stuff, why did they even do it?
I don't know.
Okay, cool.
I don't know.
Right on.
But they did. So we went in and we got a contact from them for a guy from the Business Development Bank of Canada. Mm-hmm. And we have got everything in to them now.
Okay.
And it's been a week.
1
or
week.
so. 1 week.
Yep.
So hopefully tomorrow we'll hear something.
Ooh.
Because I don't know if they're federally regulated. Are they federally regulated? Who knows?
I don't know, but I wouldn't expect to hear tomorrow, I don't think.
Yeah.
Day after a long weekend.
Right.
Just be catching up on emails.
Yeah. But my work is federally regulated, so I got another stat tomorrow.
You fucking guy.
It's Easter's great because it's a 4-day weekend.
Piece of dog shit over here sitting across from me.
Right?
Yeah.
4-day weekend.
Yep.
The nerve of this guy.
Exactly. Just rubbing it in my face.
Exactly. We've been trying to get a hold of somebody from the North Hills Mall because there's a unit in there.
Oh yeah.
That we potentially want, depending on the price. I think it's like 3,000 square feet.
Nice.
And if it's like $20 a square foot, we're in there.
Nice.
If it's higher than that, then it's going to be difficult.
Yeah.
But the Easy Home just moved out, so it's actually got an outside facing door.
Yeah.
And the windows all have bars on them.
Yeah.
That you can open and close.
Nice.
Which is beautiful. We wouldn't have to worry about security that much, but we still will.
Ah, those crackheads are skinny. They can just wiggle right through.
It's true.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to get that space because it's like very central.
Yep.
And
you can stay open later than 6 p.m.
Yeah, and there's lots of room for activities in there. Lots of room.
Yep, exactly. Step class, aerobics.
Yes.
All that.
Technically DDR.
Oh.
For your step class aerobics.
Yeah.
Because I got 5 DDR pads now.
Oh my god.
Metal arcade ones.
Oh my god.
But the ones I bought from the place, they don't work. They're wired incorrectly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is probably why they're only $25.
Oh, we were selling them for way more than that.
Oh yeah.
And they, I don't know.
Either they're wired incorrectly because only one button works, and the other buttons are just like constantly pressed.
Oh,
so I think I have to take them apart and rewire them to see what happens.
Yeah, I mean they work pretty cheap, so.
Yeah, but it's a fairly good construction.
Oh yeah.
Even though, didn't work. I can get one button to go, and that's it. It's weird. All the directions work, I think, and one of the buttons work, but that's it.
Weird.
Yes. I guess that's about it. We're still waiting for the bank. So hopefully something comes through soon.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because we're getting antsy.
Yeah, no kidding.
Getting antsy.
No kidding.
I played a couple of different video games over the week.
Tell me.
We played. So people have been trying to get me to play Lethal Company for a while now. They're like, "Hey, we're playing Lethal Company. Come to play."
Yeah.
So I'm like, I finally was like, "Okay, I'll come in and play." They're like, "Okay, you need this mod pack. There's 100 mods."
Oh my god, what the fuck?
And then everybody knows what they're doing, and they just go off and do their thing.
I hate that.
I hate it too. I was like, "Nope,
Goodbye.
I'm out of here." I played for like an hour. I was like, "Okay, this seems like it could be fun if everyone if we weren't playing a 100 mod pack game.
Why would they jump
and
into
then-
100 mods for your first game?
I don't know.
Dude.
I don't know. And so I was like, well, okay, I'm just going to go.
Yeah.
This is not fun at all.
Yeah.
It seems like it could be fun with people who had no idea what they were doing.
Yeah, that's the whole point, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I think so. But yeah, everyone knew what they were doing. I had to like run around and was like, okay, we're doing this. I'm like, great. And there's no maps or anything like that. So you got to like jump out, try and find your way to the place, get the things, try not to die, come back. It's like, and then everyone just takes off without you.
Yeah. No, thank you.
No, that was awful.
Yeah.
I played some Mindustry.
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 What is Mindustry?
It's like an ultra low graphical factory game.
Oh, is this the one where it just has the little things going back and forth between two squares that you've connected?
No, it's got conveyor belts and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But like the buildings are like super 8-bit, maybe
Okay.
even just 1-bit.
1 bit.
And it's essentially a tower defense game. You have to feed your towers ammo and stuff like that. But it's the controls are kind of weird.
Oh, yeah.
And the time between waves is not a lot.
No.
So you don't get a lot of time. You basically spend the entire time building up defenses against the waves and not being able to advance your research that far because you're so busy keeping your turrets alive.
Oh, yeah.
So I haven't really figured out how to, because you can't actually block the guys in to make them follow like a standard tower defense route where you make a little maze. You can't do that because they shoot everything. Anything they come across, they just shoot it.
Huh.
So it was very difficult.
I've
at times.
not heard of that one.
It's a very small game.
Okay.
But you have a whole planet that you can like go to different regions to get different resources. So you have to like launch to different maps to get different things. You start with like copper, and copper feeds just about everything, even your guns. You shoot copper bullets, which kind of makes sense. Copper jacketed bullets.
Yeah.
And then there's you can get like Tesla turrets and stuff like that. And I found out that you can compress graphite and shoot graphite bullets.
Diamond bullet.
Diamond bullet. I was like,
That's carbon, not graphite.
Yeah. I was like, oh, that's how you get more damage out of these stupid things. Because I had all these little basic turrets. I have like just lines and rows, like 20 turrets just there to protect my little factory.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Okay.
It was pretty fun.
How'd you find that one?
It's a factory game, so it was recommended to me by Steam. It's like, hey, you like games like this?
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, I do. And so it was like $2 or whatever.
Oh, God.
A while ago, and I finally installed and played it, and I was like, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's a little bit. I think it's because I've been waiting to play Factorio, but I'm waiting for 1.0 to come out.
Oh, yeah.
Not Factorio, Satisfactory.
Satisfactory.
And I think I'm just gonna play it. Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna wait.
Did you see what I tagged you in? They're adding to 1.0?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Conveyor belts for biomass burners.
Yes.
That's like a game
Finally.
changer,
Yeah.
dude. Oh my god.
You still got to go out and harvest the biomass
But still,
yourselves, though.
then you don't have to like run back and fill them up and shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What a pain in the butt that was.
I know.
And they have this nice little burning receptacle where you just looks like a
Yeah.
conveyor belt will go right up to it.
Yeah.
When you're there. But
Yeah.
no, they don't.
Now they do. Well, in 1.0.
Now they do. Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah. When 1.0 comes out, I think I'll just hop in and play.
Yeah, may as well.
No, not even wait. I've been itching because I can't. Well, what I've wanted to play is Death Stranding, but I'm at.
Oh yeah.
I think that point in the chapter I gotta wait
Yeah, me too.
because it's a pretty big turning point in the story.
Yeah.
It feels like anyway.
We'll talk about it
and
later.
yeah, we'll talk about it. I also fired up Lightyear Frontier,
Oh yeah.
the mech farming game,
Uh-huh.
and I played that for a couple hours.
How was that?
It's I don't know yet. I didn't really get into it enough to
Okay.
really get into it. There's not. You have to harvest a lot of things on your own to make the basic starting things.
Yeah.
So all your research is based upon juiced berries and juiced fruits and stuff, as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
So like you'll pick up a berry, you'll juice that berry, and then you can use that berry's extract for research purposes. And so that's where the farming comes in. You've got to like go out and find all the berries, start growing
Yeah.
berries, whatever it is. I'm not entirely sure. The only thing is I've really found are berries.
Yeah.
And then you got to make a planter, plant all that stuff, grow it, and then you can squeeze it down into its essence. Mm-hmm. But like some of the structures require so much wood and stone, and you don't get that many when you go and harvest a tree. But maybe I just got to upgrade my mech, because I just unlocked the mech upgrade station. Yeah. So maybe I got to upgrade
There's
my
got
mech.
to be an upgrade. All those games work that way.
Oh,
so.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's weird, because when you're in the mech, your controls are very floaty and mech-like. Mm-hmm. So like when you have velocity, so you can't just come to a stop, or you can't just bank a corner. Like you'll continue to go forward and then slowly make the corner.
Yeah.
So I run into a bunch of situations where I'm just like, I'm looking one way, but I'm still shifting to the left.
Yeah.
Or I'm trying to look right, but I'm still shifting to the left because my momentum is too strong.
Yeah.
And you knock your mech over. Like you topple your mech while you're inside of it all the time.
That sucks. That doesn't
so if
seem like it
if
would
you're
be
like
fun.
if you're going down a hill and it's really steep and you hit a little angle, you'll just topple your mech and it'll go spinning
all over again.
And then you'll have to get out of your mech, flip it, and get back into it.
Death Stranding all over again.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
But so far it's the graphics are nice. They're kind of kiddish and cartoony.
Yeah.
And there's not much that I've seen in the way of storyline other than you come to a planet to do some farming, but no one else has been coming to the planet to do farming in forever.
And you have to find out why.
And you have to find out why, and I don't know why. I only played for a couple hours, so I didn't get too far. But I'll get back into it, I think, and see what else there is, because it looks interesting. It looks interesting. Mm-hmm. Did a DJ stream.
Okay.
I think I might have given myself whiplash.
Just too much headbanging?
Just too much headbanging.
Yeah. I think I was streaming while you were doing that?
Yes, you were.
Yeah. Well, I think after I ended, I watched you for a bit, and then I went to bed, I think, maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that 2 hours wore me right out.
Mm-hmm.
Wore me right out. I had it up really loud, too. Mm-hmm. The vibrations were shaking.
Nice.
Everything was going crazy.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fun. I like doing a good DJ stream.
Yep.
Except, wears me out. And I got to be in the right mood.
Yeah, the more you do it, the more DJ fit you'll be.
Yep. That's true.
Yep.
I also... Should we talk about what we watched? Do you have
Well, what about Sandland?
Yeah.
That's a watch?
That's a watch.
Oh, I thought it was the game you were playing.
No. Sandland, the anime.
Oh, I didn't... Wait, is the game based off the anime, or
I would imagine
is it the other way around?
Well, because the anime is based off the manga.
A manga? What? I just thought this was a video game that had character designs from Akira Toriyama. There's so much I don't know.
Oh, yeah, there is a game. Look at that.
No, what did you
PC,
think
PS4.
I was talking about?
Yeah, Japanese manga series.
Oh, okay.
Sandland, all stylized in all caps.
Yeah.
What?
I didn't know it was a manga first. I thought it was a game that they just made. And, yeah, okay. Yeah, well, tell me about it. Well, before you tell... I'll just quickly tell you about what I was playing.
Yeah. Tell me about what you're playing.
Okay. I played The Devil in Me last night, which is the last of the first season of the Dark Pictures series.
Yep.
With all the scanned actors in it and all that fazzazzles. And so far I like it more than the last one, which was House of Sand. Because House of Sand was more like an action movie with like aliens in it.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really that scary. But this one is more of a scary, like, killer. It's like Saw-esque, kind of. Like the killers are doing traps and shit like that.
Yeah. It
looks good. The graphics are nice. They added more to this game where they have inventory now.
Oh.
So, like, there's like 6 characters, and they all have their different, like, sort of ability. So you'll be controlling, like, the idea behind this game is there was a famous serial killer. Like, I thought this game was based off of this serial killer called H.H. Holmes. Like, they took the idea. He was a guy in, like, the 1800s who built a murder hotel in San Francisco where he, like, put secret passageways and, like, pipes and stuff into the room, so people would like get a hotel room. He would like turn on the gas, they would die, and he'd like throw their bodies out and steal their stuff. And like he could like peep through the holes in the walls and
Well,
like
that's crazy.
shift. It was so crazy, right? So I thought this game was like they sort of like were inspired by it. No,
Yeah.
it's about H.H. Holmes and how a guy who is like a fan of H.H. Holmes recreated his murder hotel.
Oh.
And then this TV show that does like documentaries about like murders and stuff, they're invited there to like film. So like the host, the cameraman, the sound person, the lighting person, and like the producer all go to the hotel
Yeah.
and they're like gonna film whatever. But each person has their own like little skill set. So like the cameraman has a camera
Mm-hmm.
and he can like look through the camera lens and take pictures or whatever. And the sound, she has like a shotgun mic and she can like walk through the hotel and like listen to things. So it'll be like, find the sound, and you'll hear like people being murdered and she'll be like trying to walk through, right?
Yeah.
But as I'm playing it, so like I already know how it's gonna like near the end of the game, I know it's gonna scare the shit out of me because the guy with the camera, he has like his camera he can look through and has a little bit of light on it, but he also carries like a flash, and it'd be like in the horror movie, it'll be like
classic jump scare.
So I already know at the end of the game it's gonna be pitch black, and I'm just gonna be and it'll like flash and scare the shit out of me because it'll show something that I. Anyway, so far so good. I like it a lot. The main girl in it, as I'm playing, I'm like, I recognize this girl. I don't think she was in the other games, but like she's very familiar to me. And then I like paused on her and I'm looking at her. I'm like, oh my god, I think she was in the movie Men. So I had to like pull up my phone and Google it because I was like, I think I'm right. So yeah, she was in the movie Men, which is a fucked up movie. I don't know if you've seen Men.
No.
You should probably see it.
Yeah.
I don't know, like I bet you the wife would enjoy that one too. It's so weird and disturbing.
2022, huh?
Yeah. It's written by Alex Garland, I think, and he did Ex Machina. I don't know if you've seen that one. Anyways, don't look too deeply into it because you don't want to be spoiled.
Well, he did Annihilation too.
Yeah. Anyways, you should check
That's a
it
good
out.
show.
It was very disturbing. But yeah, she was the star of that, and she's in the game, so I'm liking it a lot.
Nice.
It's supposed to be like way longer than the other ones. The other ones I played and beat in one evening.
Yeah.
This one I played for like 3 hours, and I only got to the first like cut scene where you go back and talk to the curator, who's like the guy who's telling the story of the game you're playing.
Mm-hmm.
He's like the Observer in the Marvel universe, basically. Do you know the Observer?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all the what ifs.
Yeah.
Are with
So
the
he's
Observer.
kind of like that, where he just sort of like, I can't do anything. I can tell you what happened, but you have to make the decisions, right?
Yeah.
And you always go back to him and whatever. So I made it to him one time, and I'd played for like 3 hours. So I was like, holy fuck, this is going to be a long game.
Nice.
So I'm liking it a lot. It was on sale. I was waiting for it to be under $20, but it was $22. I bought it anyways.
Close enough.
I know. Other than that, I've been playing a bit of ESO, just running around, doing some questing and stuff.
Yeah, I was watching a bit of your latest Inkwell theft video.
Yeah. I just have been recording and putting it on YouTube for something to do, right? So
Yeah.
I tried to be very clickbaity with the title and the thumbnail this time.
Yep, very clickbaity, very thumbnail this time, for sure.
The title was like, I stole an inkwell and I can't believe this happened afterwards or something like that. It's so stupid. So, anyways, it's been fun anyways, so. Other than that, I don't think I really played anything else.
No?
Besides Death Stranding
Yes.
for the Gameclub, which we'll talk about later. I think that's it, really. I can't think of anything else, so. So, there you go.
Well, there you go.
You can tell me about your Sandland.
I won't speak too much on it,
Okay.
because there are people out there who probably haven't seen it,
Uh-huh.
because it is fresh and new to Disney Plus. I will say one thing about Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm.
It automatically puts Sandland in English.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, I don't want to watch it in English, so I stick it to Japanese.
Yeah.
So I watch a couple episodes in Japanese, then I'm like, it's time to So when I walk on my treadmill or run on my treadmill, I always watch a Marvel series. So I go over to Daredevil because I'm watching.
I started Japanese.
I'm watching Daredevil in season 2 while I'm on the treadmill.
Yeah.
And so I'm walking along, and it's this whole new scene because I'm just starting season 2, and there's a bunch of dudes in a thing, and they're all talking. And I'm like, are they talking Japanese?
Yeah.
These guys look Irish. What is going on
Oh,
here?
yeah.
And then they keep going. It's like in Japanese. I'm like, what is happening? And this just totally just redhead Irish guy looks like,
Yeah.
your standard
Typical potato lover.
Yeah. Comes in he's speaking Japanese. I'm like, this is not right here. I'm like, did it just save my language preferences to Japanese?
Yeah.
And now we're just looking at we're listening to this in Japanese. I'm like, oh yeah, we are. Switch back to English. Everyone's Irish accents.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, you
Patio Hurley.
Yeah, Sandland. It was a manga. Only ran for one series.
Yep.
From 2000, May 9th, 2000, August 8th, 2000.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
I thought it would have been newer if it was only like one series or whatever.
Yeah, and there's there's only 8 episodes.
Oh,
6 of them are season 1, and then 2 are season 2.
Oh, weird.
But it's all the animation. It's like the perfect blend of CG and classical I don't know if it's any of it's classical animation, but it looks really good.
Oh yeah.
Like the shadows, the outlines, everything looks amazing. So this
is an Akira Toriyama joint.
Yep.
You think now that he's dead, they're gonna like just license every little thing he's ever made into like we'll make 10 more seasons of Sandland and
could be
start writing more episodes of the Sandland manga and stuff like that?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very like the character designs are very
big time Toriyama.
Very Toriyama. And like so the whole basic premise is that the land is just sand. There's no water anywhere. There's a king who controls all of the water and sells you his water for like many, many monies. But there's also demons in the land, and they got a bad rap. They're just trying to survive as well.
But they're demons.
They're demons. And so the sheriff of one town is off to find like the spring. There's like a legendary spring that they need to find.
Okay.
And so he teams up with some demons, and they go off to find the spring.
Oh yeah, sounds like an anime.
Yeah, the main storyline super short because there's only 6 episodes in like the first season. That's it. I was expecting a lot more because you know how Dragon Ball it's just like this wide stretching series.
Yeah.
This is only 6 episodes to do the main storyline.
And then 2 in season 2?
And then 2 in season 2, and I don't know what they are. I haven't watched them yet.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's just a little fun little ride.
Yeah.
With really good animation and character designs, and everything's just great.
Yeah, when you put on the outline here Sandland, I thought that meant you played the game.
Oh, no.
So I was like, oh, Sandland, Akira Toriyama. I'm familiar with this. But I'm not. The game did not look like I would be enjoying it too much.
What is the game?
I don't know. You're the little devil boy, and you're running around fighting guys, punching and
Beelzebub.
Yeah. They just showed it off not too long ago.
Oh,
yeah. So
there you go.
It was on like the PlayStation State of Play or whatever, like a couple months ago.
That's a demo available.
I was just like, wow, it does look like Akira Toriyama, big time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, really pleased with how everything looks in that show. It's definitely worth a watch just to see the visuals and see how everything looks, because it looks like, I don't know, it just looks like 8K.
Oh yeah. The only thing I tried to watch this week was the Quiet on Set documentary about Dan Schneider and like all the Nickelodeon shows.
Yeah.
Because that's been going on everywhere. They've been talking about it. I watched the little interview he did on that guy's YouTube channel. There was a guy who was on one of his shows as a kid, and he interviewed him about the whole thing going on, the Quiet on Set. Mm-hmm. And as I'm watching it, like, the way they were talking was the way I've been seeing it on TikTok. Like, I don't know the whole story. That's why I wanted to see the Quiet on Set thing. But the way everything was implying on TikTok was that Dan Schneider was like a molester and he was molesting all these people.
Oh yeah.
But the way the interview they did made it look like he wasn't doing it. They had hired a guy that did molest people.
They hire a guy to molest people?
Well, no, not to molest them, but like,
Yeah.
you know, there was a guy that worked on the shows who was molesting people,
Yeah.
and he didn't know about it. And he was more about replying about how he was an asshole and would yell at people and be an ass and, you know, disrespect people and blah blah blah. And he regrets doing all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But they never really denied. He didn't say anything like I deny that I molested people or whatever. But the way everything on TikTok was implying that he was molesting people. So I'm like, I gotta watch this documentary to see if they say that he's molesting people in it,
Mm-hmm.
or what's the deal, because I don't know what's going on here. So I didn't want to subscribe, so I was trying to find it on my favorite streaming service of freeness.
Yes.
But it wasn't on there. But I found it on Dailymotion, and I watched the first episode. But Dailymotion plays commercials like literally every 5 minutes, and like a minute and a half of commercials.
Oh yeah, it's gross.
Oh my god, it was so crazy. So I just was like, I cannot continue to watch this. So I might watch it this week. I've been offered to screen share it with some people, so we'll see.
Yes.
Anyways, and then I'll have some words about it. But yeah, besides American Dad, that's all I watched really.
I tried to throw on some. We've been watching Invincible as well, because that's they started releasing new episodes of that, and it's been. They haven't released a new one, but I go onto Prime and I'm like, okay. It's like, oh, continue watching Invincible.
Yeah.
So I go, yes, okay, and then it's like, here's your minute-long ad. I'm like,
yeah,
why am I? Don't I subscribe to Prime? Like, why am I getting ads? This is BS.
they added ads in. If you want to get rid of ads, you have to pay more.
Even more. That's so dumb.
I know.
I'm not into that.
But are they spread out through the episode, or is it just
No,
at
it's
the
just
start?
right at the start. You get
Yeah,
a minute to 30 seconds to a minute.
They did that before anyways, but it was always ads for like other Prime shows.
Yeah, and now it's just standard commercials.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
stupid.
"Ah."
I know, it's stupid.
I'm like,
If I didn't have Prime on Amazon, I'd fucking cancel it.
yeah.
But I like all the other Prime shit.
Yeah,
I
you
got,
get a
so-
lot of bonuses. You get that, technically free shipping
Yeah.
and all the games and stuff like that.
Yeah, so all that stuff is fine, but if
Yeah,
I
for
didn't
sure.
have that, I would have canceled Prime
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure,
Oh,
because
yeah.
that's pretty much the worst streaming platform.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, hey, watch this on Prime. Oh, it's not on the Prime channel. You gotta subscribe to the other channel.
Well, that
to
and
do
all
it.
their most of their like Prime shows are not good.
No.
And then even the stuff they get on there, it's like, why did you license this? I remember going through it and be like, it was like they literally licensed some kid's YouTube channel. It was like some guy's YouTube like series that he had where
that's
he
weird.
played as a character, and it was like kind of like Red versus Blue, but in Minecraft. And it was like, you paid money for this? Oh my god.
Hey, at least that guy got his bag, right?
I guess so, but it was just like, don't clutter your service up with this. Ugh.
Something that's free on YouTube? What are you doing?
It was so weird. Yeah. That happened to me with The Boys. I was looking at The Boys, and it was like the description of The Boys was the description of season 3 or whatever the new season is.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
3? So it
Yeah,
was
3.
like it was saying like Homelander is being under whatever he's on trial for murder. And Starlight's on the run and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, is season 3 out already? Like, crazy. And I click on it, and it takes me to season 2. And I was
Yeah.
like, well, why did they update the description for season 3?
Yeah.
Assholes.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
Also, X-Men 97.
Oh, yeah.
So
I haven't watched it, but I kind of want to.
yeah, we've been watching it. They're doing it episodically, so they're releasing an episode here and there.
Yeah.
But it's very X-Men, like original X-Men. The original intro's in there,
Yeah.
and they show all the people. But there's like there's some new people in there as
Yeah.
well, new mutants, and the animation is just classic like that. Everything was going like episode 2. Everything's like still normal. Like hey, all this stuff's happening, and they're kind of like canned episodes,
Yeah.
with like an overarching storyline, I believe. And then episode 3 just goes off the rails, man.
Bad or good?
Good.
Oh, yeah.
Like it got very not classic X-Men, like super good animation everywhere. It's like, holy man, what is going on?
Oh yeah,
It just gets wild.
oh crazy. Yeah, I liked that show back in the day, but I haven't watched the new one.
Yeah, it's good. If you liked it back in the day, you like it now. They adult it up a little bit, but not like a whole hell of a lot. But there are situations that they have in the new one that they definitely wouldn't have in the old one. They're way more adult.
Like Gambit's gay?
No,
I saw that on TikTok. People were complaining about Gambit being gay.
but
I was like, didn't you see Gambit before? Didn't you seem gay anyways?
he does, but they're still like he's in a kind of in a relationship with another X-Men who is not a man.
Okay,
so
yeah, I might check it out.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
As you said it, I was like, oh, they should do that with Batman. Like, imagine there's more Batman in the series, but then it's like, oh, what's his name died.
Yeah.
So
that would have been really cool to see a Batman in like a remade Batman in a now style.
Yeah.
But I guess that similar animation was is in more adult style shows like Harley Quinn or whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't want to watch a Harley Quinn show, but
no,
like,
you want to
Batman
watch
animated
a great
series,
detective.
Yeah, with that sort of like noir Gotham, so good.
Yeah, that would be good. That would be ultra nostalgic hit right there.
Oh, big
because
time.
I watched the hell out of that show.
Oh, dude, every day after school, sit down, watch Batman, Teddy Ruxpin, Inspector Gadget.
Mm-hmm. I threw on some Inspector Gadget the other day.
Oh, nice.
I watched 10 minutes and I was like, okay, I've had enough of that.
Yeah, exactly.
I just wanted to hear the theme song in glorious 4K.
Oh, wow, okay. Upscaled.
Yep.
The only other thing I have to say is Multiverses. Do you remember Multiverses?
No.
That was the Warner Brothers, like, Smash Brothers game they had, like, last year or whatever, where you'd be, like, fighting Scooby-Doo versus Batman.
Oh, yeah.
And they took it down, whatever.
Yeah.
They're relaunching it in May. It's coming back. But at McDonald's, the toys are Multiverses toys for kids' meals. So it's like, I was there this morning, and it's like, you know, Multiverses, Warner Brothers, then it would be like, here's the Tasmanian Devil versus Batman or whatever, and it would show all the different Multiverses characters or whatever. So it was very weird.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. So I just was like, holy, I didn't even think this game was out. I knew it was coming back, but very weird promotion anyways.
Multiverses launches on May 28th.
Yeah.
So it's
coming back.
Yeah, pretty quickly.
So it was huge for like a minute.
Yeah, everyone was totally into it.
Yeah, and then
all the reviews are very positive.
They took it down. So very weird anyways.
The number 2 review, the most helpful review, it was posted on the 6th
of this month.
Yes, and it all it says is "Are we back?" All caps, 4 question marks.
Is this on Steam?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Anyways, do you remember like maybe on last podcast we talked about, or maybe, was it on the pre-stream? I don't remember, but we talked about how if your like mind was transported into a Russian body, if you would have a Russian accent.
Oh yeah.
I have a similar-ish question.
Yeah.
So, as I was walking home from work the other day, it was a bit windy, whatever. I coughed and I had a loogie in my mouth. So I spit it out, right? And did a weird spin when it was going.
Yep.
And as I was like, oh, that made a weird shape. That's pretty crazy. So then I was thinking, like, I wonder if ever in the history of the world has someone spit and the shape that it made when it was flying out of your mouth, and it's like morphing in the wind and everything like that. And if you took like the whole span of the flying from your mouth to the ground and filled in the design of the spit, if it's ever like made a perfect recreation of like your face, like in the history of the world, every loogie ever spit
Of my face?
of your face,
Probably.
or any face.
I mean, people spit all the time.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's like the whole thing with like, if you put 1,000,000 monkeys on 1,000,000 typewriters, eventually one of them will accidentally type out like Shakespeare's Hamlet or something like that.
The probability is there. It's probable. It's possible. But is it probable?
But like, do you think it's ever been happened where a guy did a spit and it was like a perfect triangle shape or something like that?
Probably.
And I was like, through the course of the history of every human ever. And I'm not saying like it comes out in a perfect triangle shape. Just like as it twists, it just twists and spins in a way that if you traced its path, it would make a perfect whatever.
I'm gonna say yeah.
Okay.
It's the odds are there.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, like, about maybe not your face, but like somebody's face was perfectly recreated in someone's loogie at one point.
I would say so.
Yeah. I think there's a good chance.
I think so.
Not that you could ever like know. Just because of the way I was picturing it as it's twisting, it sort of traces the shape of, someone's face or whatever.
That is the most random thought.
I know. I don't know why.
So
I don't know why I thought of that when I was walking home, but I was like, I'm going to ask this on the podcast. Get some input here.
I'm going to say yes.
Yeah, that's what I think too. Yes. I think so too.
How does a thought like that invade your mind?
I spit and it was just twisting. I was like, oh, that was a weird shape. And then I was like thinking like, oh, what shape would that have made if I like could like slow-mo it and then I was like, oh, I wonder if anyone's face has been recreated in a spit before,
Yep.
So, okay, we came to agreement.
Yes.
It's probably happened.
But a perfect triangle. It's a new band from the members of A Perfect Circle.
Oh.
They're a little bit more hardcore.
Only 3 members.
Yes.
Okay.
Instead of infinite members like in A Perfect Circle.
Exactly. Yeah. Anyways, and the other thing I was thinking about too recently, they've been talking about the James Webb Telescope and how they've taken pictures of galaxies that are too old or they shouldn't exist.
Yeah.
Like from when we estimated the Big Bang happened, they're older than the Big Bang.
Oh.
And I was like, well, the universe is pretty big, like, because everything is like the laws of physics say blah blah blah, and it's like, well, maybe the laws of physics are different in another part of the universe. Couldn't that possibly be true?
It is possible.
The universe is, I believe, fairly big.
It's quite big, in fact.
So I think
in fact, it's incomprehensible.
Yeah,
as to how big it is.
Yeah, exactly. It makes your brain do a little aneurysm when you try to think about it.
Yeah.
But it could be like, physics operates in a different way somewhere else.
Black holes are a thing.
I mean, but that's based on our theory of physics.
That's true.
That's what we know a black hole to be, right?
Yeah.
But maybe, the nuclear force is different in another part of the universe.
Yeah. Because things are different over there.
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows? Nobody knows.
We just looked to
and we'll never know.
We looked to the edge of the hologram. Don't say that. I'd like to know. I'd like to.
You'll never know.
Well, no.
Somebody will know.
Let's just hope that they can figure it out.
Let's just hope technology for space and travel advances as fast as AI.
Exponentially,
Yes.
technology. So it's good. AI will solve it for us.
Probably.
Yeah. Anyways, that's the not philosophy talk, but I don't know what you'd call it. Dumbassery thought.
Just random intrusive thoughts talk.
Are they intrusive?
Usually intrusive. Did they intrude upon your mind?
Yeah, but that implies they're bad.
It's true.
It's like you let your intrusive thoughts win. Yes, I accidentally let my intrusive thoughts win, and I killed that person. That's usually what intrusive thoughts mean to me.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
we're still in agreement.
Yes.
Perfect.
I'm going to say yes. I'm going to go ahead and say yes.
Okay.
You know what you should say yes on?
Me?
Yes.
No, I don't.
Patreon.com/StreamVoid pod.
I did already.
Yes, you did. That's right. That's the only way you can get in here and support these two guys doing the podcast that they like to do.
Yeah.
For just as little as $1 a month. You can get in here, you can support this podcast, and you can get access to all of our bonus features. We got the pre-show content, the post-show content. That's usually like an hour and a half. It's like a whole nother podcast that you can listen to for just $1 a month. You also get access to all of our bonus videos.
Yeah.
All of them. Where we do silly things and eat things just for fun.
Yeah.
It's always eating. Except for the one time where we're shopping before we eat.
Yeah. We should have done the one chip challenge and like sat here for half an hour, because then we both would have had like our meltdown.
Yes.
Except I had a meltdown on the toilet and you had to lay down on the floor.
Yep. I had to lay down and hyperventilate.
Yeah.
If you want to watch the video where we do the one chip challenge, it is up on the Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's there.
And a big thanks to all of our Patreons out there. Patreon.com/StreamVoid pod. Let's talk about some news.
Okay.
This was pretty big news a couple weeks ago. I can't. Was it the ALGS or there was a big Apex Legends tournament happening?
Yes.
And somehow, 2 of the guys who were playing just started cheating.
Well, they didn't start cheating.
They didn't start cheating. Someone put cheats onto their computer
and turned them on. To the match.
Yeah.
So they're like live streaming the fights, and all of a sudden it'll be like, oh, I have auto aim and I have X-ray vision, and wait, something appeared on my screen and someone just changed something. What is going on here? And the one guy's like, oh my god. Well, the 2 that I only saw 2 clips.
That's because there is only 2 that happened during this event.
So they must have had they installed some I don't know. Malware that
the original theory was they installed something that allowed the hacker to get into their system.
Yeah.
But it turns out that it was the theory now is that they actually had access, the hacker has access to the servers.
Oh my god.
And was able to remote just get in there and then install via the client hacks on their computer.
Wow, that's crazy.
And it was all done in game.
So the one guy's like, oh my god, I have X-ray vision and I can see everything. I should leave the game. And they're like, yeah, leave the game. And he leaves the game.
Yeah.
And the other guy is like, well, I got hacks. I can see everybody. Oh my god. No.
So this is the Genberton. He got the aim. He got aim assist and wall hacks, and he left the game instantly. Imperial Hal was the other guy. He didn't have walls. He had aim assist. So he couldn't see everybody, but he was aim assisting everybody.
Yeah, but he was just like, oh, maybe if I don't shoot, it'll be okay.
Yeah.
And it's like, everyone's like, leave the game! Leave the game! Get out of here! And he was just like, yeah, maybe I won't shoot anybody, it'll be okay.
So, yeah, this guy, Destroyer 999666, something like that, he has been causing chaos amongst the ranked scene for quite some time, and he's like, it's just fun thing to do. He's able to get in server side and spawn in bots that will all that all have his name, and then we'll all just chase down somebody and just punch them out. It's pretty crazy the amount of hacks that this guy can do, the amount of access that he has to the servers.
So how do they not know how to block these fools out?
It could be that he has insider access, like someone lost their password or leaked their password, or someone on the inside gave him the password so that he could get in. Or he hacked his way in. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of information about that right now.
Yeah.
But it's pretty crazy.
It was crazy. Yeah, the one guy though was just like, oh, maybe I can just not shoot. It'll be okay. Like, I'll just tell you where everybody is, because he had auto aim, so it was like snapping to people anyways.
Yeah.
So, pretty ridiculous.
Very ridiculous.
Took him a long time to quit, and they're like, quit the game! Just quit! He finally did quit though.
Yeah. Both were banned by the anti-cheat.
Yeah.
But I think they're both back now because Respawn understands.
Well, yeah, they saw, like, they have video footage of them, like, being, like, playing fine throughout the whole match until, like, near the end where they got all these cheats turned on.
Yeah. Genberton, he, I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name. When you watch the video, he's just playing normally, and all of a sudden a cheat window pops up just right inside the game while he's still playing.
Yeah.
So he still has control, and all of a sudden he's just like, he just see everybody.
Yeah.
It was like, what the hell?
I know. And he's just like, something's popping up here. So
and he's like, I'm cheating. And the guy's like, I know, just keep playing. And the one guy on his team, can you still play? He's like, no, it's wrong.
Yeah. Well, like, they wouldn't be able to tell, like, you were cheating.
Yeah.
So ridiculous.
Yeah, there were a lot of interviews with Pirate Software because he's a hacker, and that's what he did for Blizzard is he banned cheaters. Yeah. So he knows a little something about something when it comes to that.
Well, I would not watch that. So.
No, you wouldn't. I watched it all though. It was good. It was good. There was a lot of speculation, a lot of discussion as to what was actually happening in the game.
Yes.
And everyone was like, well, maybe it's remote code execution. Maybe he can just start executing things on your PC.
Yeah.
Just whatever. But they determined that it wasn't.
Huh. How do they determine that? They ran Windows Defender?
Probably. Because that would be pretty serious on Easy Anti-Cheat and Respawn with how they're running things.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine, what if you wanted to cheat? Just get someone to inject it into your game for you.
Yeah, from the server.
Yeah. Pretty crazy.
It's wild.
Classic Apex jank.
Yep. Haven't played in quite some time.
No, me neither.
No, you haven't played in forever.
Oh, long time.
Yep.
Long time. I did log in, though, because I had... What was it? There's all that shit they gave away on Prime, I guess. So I had, like, all these fucking loot crates or whatever.
I guess...
Oh, no, I logged in because of this Final Fantasy crossover.
Oh, yeah.
Because you get a free crate or something like
Yeah.
that. So I did that. I didn't get anything of value, so...
I don't even think I've opened mine yet.
Yeah, I opened it and was like, whatever, and then I logged out. I
Yeah.
opened them all.
I played a couple times with Briscoe in February, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it just felt good playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Apex.
It is Apex.
Yep.
Let's talk about Twitch.
Oh, yeah.
Twitch has kind of dialed everything back on its lewd content once
do you remember
again.
a couple months ago where it was like, all right, it's fine.
Open the floodgates,
Yeah.
let's go. And
More
then
tits, more ass. Zoom
Yeah.
on the crotch, it's fine. No big deal. And then the whole community was like, no,
This
we
is
don't
awful.
want this. And they're like, okay, we don't want this either. So then they dialed it back.
Yeah.
And now they're dialing it back like totally. Their new guidelines starting on Good Friday were content that focuses on intimate body parts for a prolonged period of time will not be allowed. So you can't have an ass cam or a titty cam because that's against the TOS. 'Cause
Yes.
that was the new meta for the, I don't know what, e-girl streamers was
Yeah.
like. There would be like, they'd do the gaming and then have like an ass cam just showing like their ass cheeks with their bikini bottom.
Yeah, there was one streamer, she would just lay on her chair and the shot would be on the chair and then her monitor would be off to the left and that's how you would watch the game she was playing.
Oh, yeah.
And it would just be her laying in the chair.
Smart play.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll get around this somehow. Because also, it's very like... It says they cannot be focused on the intimate body parts for a prolonged period of time. What is a prolonged period of time?
Yeah, right?
Is that 30 seconds? Is that 30 minutes? Is it, how long does it actually last? Cat break. Frank, au revoir. He's out of here. So, because they had it for a while where there could be nudity on the stream if it was artistic, whatever that means. And then it
It's
was
like if you're doing the waifus, you're just drawing them, right?
Yeah. Or like a giant furry cock with a piercing in it. That's cool. You're just drawing.
Yeah, you're just drawing it. That's artistic.
Exactly. So, yeah, and then they had the black bar meta where it was like implied nudity. They got rid of that.
Yep.
Now it's like you can't have the ass cam or whatever. So I'm wondering what they're going to figure out next to get around the TOS.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, maybe there'll be no more lubing up the titties. 'Cause that was the other thing. They'd all be well-oiled and everything.
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
well-oiled.
So the only nudity allowed on there is if you're actively breastfeeding. That's allowed.
That's it.
Yeah. So you can have active breastfeeding going on. So that's the new meta. All these e-girls are going to get pregnant so they can start showing off their titties again. Yeah, pretty crazy. They've done a lot of changes to the TOS. Like, just think, like, last 2 years.
Yep.
Gambling gone. All this implied in actual nudity. Well, the actual nudity was allowed for, 24 hours before they rolled that back?
Rolled that back real quick.
I don't know what they're thinking, like...
They're trying to...
Well, I guess they just want to get the money, because they get a lot of subs and everything like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Videos, so...
They're trying to see what's going to work. You open the floodgates and you instantly know what's going to break.
Yeah.
Right? So it's a good little experiment. They'd be like, okay, here, let's try this out.
Yeah.
And if it works, right?
The streamers are kind of like what I have to deal with like scammers and shoplifters at work, because
Yeah.
they'll come up with things and you'd be like, wow, I never would have thought of that as a way to like pull a scam,
Yeah, for sure.
Just because they're just got to think of a way to get around whatever, they're not allowed to do. It's like, whoa, crazy, pretty smart.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the way these ones are too. They'll figure something out where it'll be, I don't know, X-ray cam next. Oh no, the one I said before stream was they'll just put a camera right in the vagina, but since you can't see anything, it'll just be, it's like not against the terms of service.
Yeah.
But it is saying that in terms of service, you can't show any fluids of a sexual nature. Were people doing that? Like,
Probably.
They must have been.
Probably. In order for them to get written into the TOS, there's probably some sexual fluids.
Yeah, exactly.
Going on. People probably be like, "Here's my sexual fluids." Ah.
Yeah, disgusting.
Yeah,
exactly. So, anyways,
or implied sexual fluids.
Is it like blurred out or something like that?
Probably. They're just like, "Look at this. This is my sexual fluid."
But like these e-girls, they've been banned suspended like 10 times. Like,
yeah, we were just talking about that during the pre-show where all of these, how many bans all these e-girls have. It's like 9, 10, 11, banned 11 times, you know.
Like how many chances do you get?
More than 11, apparently.
Yeah. Dr. Disrespect only got 2.
Dr. Disrespect got 2 chances.
So he must have done something really bad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We'll never know. But
we will never know. That's
something.
Wild. That's wild that he just gets permanently banned after, you know, he screws up. He films in a bathroom. Should have done that.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, oh, you're banned.
Yeah.
That's it. No coming back.
It was definitely something outside of... I don't think it was anything like he was like doing anything like sexual assaulting or anything like that. I think it was literally something business related. He was trying to take business away from Twitch. And so they were just like, fuck this guy.
Yeah, probably.
Get him out of here. So... Anyways, we'll see what all these Amaranth and Morgue Pie and Asian Bunny and who else is there?
So many.
Asian Bunny and Morgue Pie are the main ones that keep getting
recommended to us by...
Well, not recommended, but they'll be the ones that'll be like... Yeah, like Asian Bunny will be like... She always says how she changed TOS. And she was the first one I saw that had like those... She was using those like... exercise machines that just jiggle your body.
Yeah.
And she was doing that, and it was just an ass cam of her getting jiggled, and it said colonoscopy cam. So I was like, okay, pretty good.
Don't want to vibrate anything out of there, that's for sure.
Yeah, just a little dookie falls out.
Yep.
Yeah, probably don't want to do that. Speaking of dookies... Tell us about GameScent.
So back in the 60s...
Yeah.
There was a thing called Smell-O-Vision.
Yeah.
And they had movies where you would go and they would blast a scent into the... For more, you know, 4D immersion.
That is actually not what they did.
No? What did they do?
They gave you a scratch and sniff
right.
card, and it would be like, at this point, scratch the card so you can smell it.
Right. Yeah, scratch and sniff.
Yeah.
So yeah, back in the 60s, they were experimenting with this kind of thing.
For movies.
It was manual.
Yeah.
And then GameScent is a new device. Yeah. New, quote unquote, because, you know, a lot of other people have postulated this device.
Well, I think there was one before in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Never really happened to come out, or it did come out, but no one gave a fuck about it, which is exactly what's going to happen with this one, too.
Yeah, because, I mean, this kind of thing... the developer has to support it, like the game developer.
Not necessarily, because a lot of, like, think of, like...
I guess if AI...
Beat Saber. Mm-hmm. Like, people, they're not doing all these songs.
No.
The community's doing the songs.
Yeah.
So let's imagine there's just rabid GameScent fans, and they're like, I must know what the inside of Master Chief's armor smells like. So they set it up and they do their own GameScent for like Halo Infinite or whatever.
Yeah.
I would imagine that
would have to be what it
would be.
But then everything would have to be timed up as well.
Yeah, but like if you're a hardcore fan
for a full game, that's a lot of work.
Yeah,
but yeah, you're right. If you're a hardcore fan,
I don't think the GameScent is like going the whole time.
You don't think so?
No, I think it would be like, okay, there's a cut scene,
and it would do a smell.
It would do there, or it's like, let's say I'm playing like, I don't know, a game where you walk through a field of flowers. Then it would play a scent there when you're walking through a field of flowers, but it wouldn't be going the whole time.
No,
I don't think. But I could see, you know, if this was something that was really, I don't know who would want to do this, but I could imagine a community of people getting together and like doing it, you know?
Yeah. The most immersive experience.
Yeah, but the thing is then you have to go buy the little whatever scent vials they're doing, and you have to mix them. Like, if it was something that was big, I could picture like a Discord where they'd be like, oh, I did 1% rose scent and I did 99% carrot scent, and that made this scent, and that's a great for like this sort of usage or whatever, you know?
Okay, so here's the scents according to the website.
Okay.
These are the scents and refills coming in Q2. We have gunfire.
Okay.
Let the smoky echoes of gunshots immerse you in an adrenaline-pumping world of virtual combat.
I'm so ready.
Explosion.
Similar to gunfire.
Yeah, smell the detonations from explosions and debris as you navigate through virtual war zones.
Yeah.
Forest.
Yeah.
Self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Clean air.
Okay.
Storm.
Uh-huh.
Racing cars.
It's just gasoline smell.
Accelerating to the fast lane with invigorating blend of rubber, fuel, and asphalt.
Oh, God.
Propels you into a high-speed, race-ready arena.
Oh, I'm ready.
Ugh! Blood.
Ew.
Ocean.
Uh-huh.
Sports arena.
Uh-huh.
And fresh-cut grass.
Fresh cut grass.
Fresh-cut grass.
Yeah, so I think they would have it, you know, if you can design your own, you'd have it like mixing scents and stuff like that to create other scents. Or you'd have your custom scents.
Yeah.
For specific games.
I mean, all this is just a big vape.
Yeah.
It's just a big vape.
Yeah.
So
no
you
nicotine.
Yeah. You just put your vape juice in there so you can get like butternut squash smell.
Yeah. There's butternut squash vapes?
Probably. I don't
Ew,
know.
Gross, dude. As I read this, I was like, imagine what Plague Tale games would smell like.
Oh, God. It's just 6 pods of blood.
Just imagine when, like, that very viscous pig slides down the hill. Or all those viscous pigs slide down the hill.
Oh.
Or in that one town where we go into, like, the slop, where they threw all the, like, carcass parts when they slaughter animals.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, my God. Just
yeah, they need a rot scent.
Yeah.
A biological rot.
And you're just playing Plague Tale, and you're just like...
Oh. So on the box, it says AI automatically releases scents during gaming.
Oh, okay. So, like, oh, the screen is really green right now. I better release a forest scent?
Maybe.
I hear waves crashing. Let's let out the ocean. I hear an engine revving. Better let out the asphalt?
Yeah.
Okay. I would assume that it also means you can program your own, probably. But
probably.
Yeah. This is another thing where it's like no one's going to buy this. Well, you know what?
41 global reviews on Amazon.
I shouldn't say no one is going to buy it, but it's not going to be something that's very popular or whatever.
Yeah, I'll wait for the Linus Tech Tips review on it.
You think he'll do that?
Oh, 100%. There's no way he's not.
Oh, crazy.
There's no way he's not. He's definitely going to be in there.
Yeah. Just another stupid PC peripheral that no one asked for and no one needs or wants.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Especially blood.
Blood.
Oh, the blood scent in my gamer room.
I think in order to make it work really well,
my farts.
is that, you got to be in VR.
Yeah.
You got to have it. The thing has to be huge with like 1,000 scents that it can mix and match things with to make new scents.
But it's not like it's up against your nose. It's just
a
box you set on the
box.
table. So you'd be like shooting, and then like by the time the scent gets to your nose, you're already off to the next area.
It's in a box right above your head.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
You could just put it on a platform up there, and then it would with a fan and just
yeah.
Beauty.
I guess if you're really into VR, you could probably get that, but
yeah,
just seems like pointless to me.
I don't know. With the limited amount of scents and the way it works, I don't think it's you got to reload it for every game you're going to play.
Unless there's slots for every scent.
There's only 6 slots.
Oh, okay.
So you can only get 6
You have to pick
scents.
and choose. Like,
yeah.
Geez, I might need ocean in this game.
Right?
Okay. Yeah. How much does it show? How much those things cost? Like
100.
The scent pods or whatever they are.
So the scent pods. Give me the shop.
Yeah, let's see.
The machine is $179.99 American.
Okay. And the scents are... We're scrolling. We're looking. Doesn't have a
the
price.
scents are not linked.
Okay, cool. Don't need to buy them. It only just comes with them so far. No refills available yet.
Yeah, maybe GameScent.
It's actually cheaper than I thought it would be. Like $179 or whatever. I assumed it would be more money. But then again, probably all it has in it is like an activator and a like Bluetooth receiver so that the computer can send a like signal to it. Oh, maybe it's USB. Just to say like fire off a squirt of blood.
Yep.
Ew, that sounds gross.
I mean, that's exactly what it is. They have it essentially works like a vape. Atomizers, stuff like that. But the refill cartridges are not currently for sale on Amazon.
Okay, so maybe they don't even sell them individually yet. Maybe they last a long time. I don't know.
Let me look at the website here. Order now. Scents. Yeah, you can't.
No refills? Are sold out of refills?
I mean, they may be sold out of refills. They don't have anything like you go to the shop and it just takes you to Amazon. So
Yeah, so we don't know. I would guess that the scent refills would be 10% of the cost of the unit. It's like $18. That seemed too expensive. I don't know.
$18 might be okay. It all depends on how long they last too.
Yeah.
Compatible with all major consoles, PC, and VR. Not compatible with smart TVs.
How does it work with a console?
I don't know. It's AI.
I wonder if it's like got a HDMI pass through or something like that. Because like it's different on your computer. You can run a separate program.
Oh yeah, there is an HDMI pass through.
Oh, interesting.
It's got a HDMI in or audio in,
and then has a HDMI out as well. Because it's got to go somewhere.
Well, the box is only one view, so it's probably
it probably
has it on the other side, right?
Okay.
The side I can see is HDMI in, audio in, DC in.
So it's just got to.
And then you can switch it from HDMI to audio, so you could just run it off of the audio, or you can run it off of HDMI for audio and visual.
I will not be purchasing this product.
No, I mean me neither. Unless I become a big YouTuber and suddenly I'm reviewing things, but
yeah. I mean, I guess that if that was the thing too, like if I could do a stupid video or something about it, maybe then. But
okay, so this kit you get 6 scents with it.
Okay,
you get gunfire, explosion, racing, clean air, storm, and forest. Not
blood, eh?
No, blood is a new scent for Q2.
Oh, okay, all right.
Noctwolf is like, oh my god, it's so good.
So there must be like, it must allow like updates to it or something like that.
Probably.
How else would it know to use a different scent?
Yeah, right.
So, wonder if you could hook up like 3 different ones, split your, your HDMI signal, get every scent going in different boxes and everything.
Yeah.
All right. It seems like they thought it out anyways. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
I don't really need to smell my video games. So.
Yeah. I mean, you don't know until you try, right? I mean, you don't VR often, so.
No, but even I don't like. How's it going to increase my enjoyment of a game? I can really smell the
immersion. You got to get immersed.
I guess so. I guess so. When are they going to add the sense for VR sex?
I don't know.
They already did. It's got blood. All right, moving on.
Yeah, moving on. Let's quickly go over the DOJ is suing Apple over iPhone monopoly in landmark antitrust case.
Yes. Did you watch this video?
I did not know.
What a guy! It's only 9 minutes of your life, dude, and you love YouTube. What's your problem?
9 minutes, dude.
Huh?
Well, I mean, I didn't even know there was a. I only saw the CNN link. I didn't see this YouTube one on top.
Well, then I added the CNN one. The one on our messages was the YouTube one.
Oh, so it's
okay. In your face. Anyways, I watched it. It's basically just the guy talking about the case.
Oh, yeah, I did watch this.
You motherfucker, dude. What the fuck?
Like, I didn't watch this. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. No, never mind. I definitely did.
You motherfucker. He just talks about iPhone and the monopoly they have on the smartphone market.
Yeah.
Do I agree? To an extent, I agree. but I also disagree a bit too.
Yeah, I disagree.
Like, they do have some of the things they do are anti-consumer.
Yes.
I agree. Like the inability to do third-party stores.
Yes.
Or the inability to use other pay options.
Mm-hmm.
You have to use Apple Pay on the Apple thing.
Or that whole thing where they're like, "Oh, it's you're a green bubble. I don't care about you."
That is kind of like who fucking cares? Really, I don't give a shit. But it is true. The implication because of the bubble color, I have seen people talk about, like, I was texting someone and, oh, ew, the bubble, ew, it's the wrong color, ew, they have an Android, ew, what a poor person or whatever, you know? I think it's more a problem with their forced, like with your iPad.
Yeah. We were just talking about the iPad that I have over here, which is it's the 4th generation. Works perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Can't do anything on it.
Yeah.
Because they don't support it anymore.
Stopped supporting it. So it's like if they still like let you use the old apps or whatever. Now, is it part of the problem because YouTube is also not supporting it? Like, for example, YouTube. You said you can't use.
I can't use YouTube on this thing.
But is that only on Apple, or is that also because YouTube was like, well, we've changed the way our website works?
It could be because they've changed the way the website works, but I can't get the app. Like, the app, you just can't use it. You can't download it.
So you can't download the last version that worked on the iPad. Yeah, that's kind of baloney.
Yeah.
So they also talk about how because of some of the things they've said, like Apple, they use their market share to, you know, sort of wrangle people into using iPhones only.
Mm-hmm.
Where it'll be like, if we make an iPhone and you buy the iPhone because you're locked in, then your kid, you'll get them an iPhone, and you'll get your grandma an iPhone because you know, they're all working, you know, together or whatever, brand loyalty or whatever. And it's kind of like, well, yeah, okay, they did a good job with their brand loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. It just, like, why don't they do this iPhone? Like, why aren't they going up against, I don't know, pharmaceutical companies?
Right?
Like, what's the deal? The difference with that is there's 20,000 lobbyists working for pharmaceutical companies because there's 20,000 pharmaceutical companies, where there's probably 5 iPhone lobbyists because there's one Apple, you know?
Yeah.
Because there seems to be, there's bigger problems in America than the iPhone. I think. I'm not sure, but I'm not American. I don't know.
Yeah.
But as an outsider looking in, it's kind of like iPhone seems like kind of low on the, you know, priorities list to me.
Here's what I do.
Yeah?
I buy an Android device.
Yes. The whole reason I didn't get an iPhone was because I didn't want to be locked into the whole Apple
ecosystem.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, I did have iPods.
Yep.
Because that was, like, the easiest way to do music after I left, like, the fucking CD era, you know?
Yes. I mean, it was iPods were stable. They were large format. You know, you could get all your music on there, and they would just play music.
I shouldn't even say that I went to iPod first. I didn't.
No, you went to Zune.
No, I didn't. I wanted to go to Zune, but Zune was just as bad as the iPhone. No, the first thing I had first thing I played MP3s on was my PSP. So imagine carrying the PSP in your pocket, right?
Yeah.
No, actually, that's a lie. I had a CD player that would play MP3s. So I carried a CD player in my pocket with a burnt disc of MP3s.
Yeah.
Then I moved to the PSP, which was just as big.
After that, you could play games on it.
Well, that's true. But after that, I had a Creative M Vision.
Yes.
Which was, I loved it, but it stopped working after like a year.
Oh.
So I was like, well, like, that sucks. So then I was like, okay, fuck it. I'll get an iPod. Mm-hmm. I know they're last, right? And I had an iPod Classic, like 160 gig, like the most desired one, and I fucking lost it
on a spinning disc.
Yeah,
too.
And I lost it. I wish I had it because those things are worth like money.
Yeah,
they're worth money.
They're collector's item now.
Yeah. Actually, the first one I had was an iPod Touch.
Yeah,
and then I went to the Classic, and I also had a Nano, whatever the small one with the screen was.
Yeah, I think it's just a Nano with a screen.
Because there was the one that didn't have a screen on it, too.
Yeah. Oh, that one. Yeah. I can't remember.
That was the iPod Shuffle.
Yes, that was it.
Yeah. So I had the Nano. Anyways, I really liked them, but when it was time to get a phone, a smartphone, everyone I knew had an iPhone or a BlackBerry.
Yeah.
I didn't want a BlackBerry because I didn't give a fuck about. It just drove me crazy. It would be like, I'm on my Crackberry, and it's like, what are you doing on your phone that's so addictive?
Right?
Just texting people? Like, what are you doing on a BlackBerry? And then iPhone came out. It was cool, but by the time I was like, I am going to get a smartphone, I just didn't want to deal with Apple and iTunes and all that bullshit. So I was like, I'll just get a smartphone.
Yep.
And I think that my first smartphone was a Galaxy 3 or 2. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fine. It did everything I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I'm sure if I had looked at it now, I'd be like, oh my God, that was my first smartphone? It's so slow. But,
do I have mine in this drawer?
Uh-oh.
Maybe? Because I had a BlackBerry as well.
oh.
I had I don't think it's in here, but it was a full screen BlackBerry, no keyboard, but it had a clicky screen, so you would click the screen.
Oh, yeah.
I
Interesting.
do have my second smartphone in here,
Oh, really?
which is an HTC One.
Oh, wow.
Some of the best audio you could ever get in a phone.
Nice.
Out of this bad boy.
Nice.
That was such a nice phone too. It had dual stereo front firing speakers, dedicated.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good little phone. It played all the music and it was great. That's what I used because it had the best sound you could possibly get in a smartphone.
Oh, crazy. My first phone was just a shitty Virgin Mobile flip phone. But
That was my first phone.
And then I moved on to the LG Slide or something like that, which was just a phone that you could slide a keyboard out of. Because like for younger people like that have only ever had smartphones, you wouldn't know what the fuck. But back in the day, it was crazy when sort of like the nicer cell phones were with keyboards and stuff come out, because you would just be texting like crazy. That's all you could do, text, really.
Yep.
But do you remember where it would be like you'd be setting ringtones for different people and stuff like that?
Yep.
And like, oh yeah, when you phone me, it's gonna play this song. Like now, it'd be like, why are you phoning me?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Calling me on your cell phone.
Like I remember talking on the phone, but nowadays, like, no, never ever.
Yeah, it's like just text me.
Yeah. If someone calls me, I'm like, who died?
Yeah, exactly. You
Yeah.
only call in emergencies.
Yeah, I remember when my sister-in-law phoned me. I was walking home from work and my phone's ringing. I'm like, she's calling me. So she's like, how's it going? Whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, pretty good. We talked for a bit. And she's like, do you know why I'm calling you? And I'm like, well, you must be pregnant. She, how did you know? And I was like, well, the only way you're going to phone me is if you're pregnant or my brother died.
Yeah.
So it's got to be one of the two. And you're way too happy for him to be dead.
Yeah.
So that's got to be the reason, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So anyways, iPhone. Yeah, I mean, the EU already, like, this is the EU leading the US now, because they already made the iPhone change in the EU, because now they have to use USB-C. They have to open up the market to third-party apps, all this other stuff that's so consumer-friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Department of Justice is just like, well, why didn't they do it over here for us too? They don't got to.
They don't got to.
I mean, think of the other thing that's changed too. Like when you would get a phone, it was locked to the carrier.
Yep.
You couldn't do anything with it.
That was always wild.
Oh, yeah. And then they finally were like, that's a pretty bullshit play you guys are doing. Like, no, we're going to get rid of that. We're going to have to make a law against that. And that wasn't really the smartphone makers.
No.
Well, it was, because they put the ability to do that in the phone.
Yeah.
But that was on the carriers, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. We'll see. We'll see anyways. It sucks for Apple's or iPhone, Apple stockholders, you know? Because that can't be good for the bottom line.
No.
But, like, is Samsung doing so badly that they really need to help them out? Like, is there another American company that's making cell phones? This only hurts an American company more than anything.
Yeah, because they are...
Well, they're made in, like, whatever, but everything's
but they're an
done
American
in America.
company. Yeah.
But, like, Samsung's Korean, and, like, what's the other one?
Oh, well, Google.
Oh, yeah,
Google
but they don't they just use HTC stuff?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Not now. They used to just be HTC,
Okay,
but now they have their own manufacturer.
Wow, I never even thought of Google. But they're so open too. I mean,
Oh yeah,
Not-
they're the most open.
except for allowing third-party stores on their store, but you can just install a third-party
you just sideload.
store on your thing. You don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
So
And the Google, because I run Pixel,
yeah.
it's the least bloatware phone.
Yeah, that's kind of where I think I'm going to go next time I get a phone, is just get like a Google whatever, because the Samsung has all their bullshitty Samsung fucking Bixby and all this shit that you don't give a fuck about.
Yeah.
You can't get rid of it. And it's like, oh my gosh.
And you're paying between 500 and 1,000 more for that phone.
Yeah.
For that flagship phone, whereas this is, it's cheap.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this phone, I'm using a Samsung A7, which is
Yeah.
like an older, it's like a Galaxy that
Yeah, and
they've downgraded it a little bit, but it's
the
basically
A's are
Galaxy.
like the ultra base model, where the S's are like the premium model.
Yeah, but it's not a Galaxy. It's a Samsung A7 or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like they took the Samsung and just put like a slower chip in it or whatever.
Yeah.
But I only paid like whatever. I bought this at the store, so it was like $150 or something like that. It was ridiculous. So I haven't really bought a new phone in a long time, but this one's kind of annoying me, so I might be upgrading to an iPhone. Just kidding.
You got to get that Google Pixel 8.
Yeah.
I think they're on 8 now.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I've never had a Google one, so I've only ever had all my smartphones have been Samsung, so I've never left the Samsung.
Oh yeah, Pixel 8s are out.
But the thing is, I don't want to spend like $800 on a phone. That just sort of rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, but if you're not going to get a flagship phone, then yeah.
Yeah.
I think they got non-flagship.
I just don't use my phone for anything besides like texting, looking at TikTok, and like listening to like podcasts. I don't really need anything too crazy. I also find phones now are too big. Like if I put
they're getting
if I put
quite
this
large
in my back pocket, it sticks out of the top of my pocket. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
So, anyways,
yeah. See, the Google Pixel 8, it's only $1,000.
yeah. But see, like only $1,000.
Oh, I know. Yeah, ridiculous.
It's only $1,000.
It's ridiculous when you think about it like
for
that.
a phone. Okay, but like again, just thinking back when I was growing up, like imagine you had to get a new house phone for $1,000 every other year or
Nope.
every year.
$25.
It's just crazy to think the way the culture has changed on spending
Yeah.
like that.
Well, I mean, your home phone, what does it do? Just calls.
Yeah, I know, but like, could you think of anything anyone did when they were growing up where it was like, oh yeah, I have to get $1,000 item every other year, a new one?
No, not in the 80s, that's for sure.
80s or 90s or early 2000s.
Yeah.
Just the smartphone market where everyone was like, yeah, okay, I have to get a new phone every other year.
You don't have to.
Yeah, but you
do.
kind of do.
You do.
Yeah.
You don't have to, but you do.
I mean, I don't. I've had 4 smartphones since smartphones were a thing, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's over the course of what? Like, when did the iPhone come out? 2008?
Yeah.
Something like that. So, anyways, iPhone.
Yeah, I guess I've been in the Pixel family since Pixel 2.
Yeah.
Because I got a Pixel 2 XL from our good friend Nine Arsons.
Yes.
He was like, let's put this on your plan. This is my old phone. And I was like, oh man, I like this.
Yeah.
And so I still have that phone upstairs. That's what I watch when I'm in the bath.
Oh, yeah.
Because this case is slippy and that case isn't. So I can prop it up, watch a YouTube video in the
nice.
bath, and relax.
Nice.
And it still runs fine,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
The battery is garbage. I watch a half an hour YouTube video and it's just dead.
Wow. And the work phone's an iPhone?
And the work phone's an iPhone.
That's the other thing with iPhone, is it's sort of like everyone seems like that if work is not a BlackBerry, it was an iPhone.
Yeah.
It's always, here's your iPhone, here's your iPhone, here's your iPhone.
I got a choice the last time to
Oh,
get an Android or an iPhone, and I was like, no, just do iPhone because then it's separate.
Oh, yeah.
I can't link any of my Google stuff to it.
Yeah.
So
Well, you
that's-
could if you installed it.
I could, yeah, but I'm like, no, keep it separate. I don't want to see that phone on the weekends.
Yeah, fair enough. Exactly. Anyways, it was an interesting video.
Yes.
We'll see exactly what happens. I mean, there'll be that testifying in front of Congress that Steve Apple will have to do. What's his name?
Steve.
No.
Tim Cook.
Tim Apple.
Tim Cook.
He'll have to answer all these stupid fucking Congress questions.
Yep.
Actually, didn't he do that already once?
I don't know.
Someone did, where they had to talk in front of Congress, and they were asking him questions about like iMessage, and yeah, it must have been someone from Google maybe. And they were asking him questions about iMessage and stuff like that, and he's like, I don't know about iMessages. That's Apple. I work for Google. It's a different company. So, the congressmen are so fucking stupid.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Pretty good.
Next up, Joe Lieberman.
Yep.
He is the senator who crusaded against video game violence.
Yes.
Has passed away at the age of 82.
Yeah, he was basically the guy that caused the creation of the SRB back in the day.
Yeah.
Because him and like Hillary Clinton had a real problem with Night Trap.
Yep.
Because, you know what? It's so crazy when you think back about it. It was all because they just didn't... It was like clickbait back in the day. What was it called back then? Before clicking. Like, what did they call if there was a fake headline that was just to make you have like outrage? Because the way they thought Night Trap was that it was like you're murdering young girls in this game for children, and it's inappropriate and blah blah. And if you play Night Trap, the game first of all is corny as fuck. Second of all, you're trying to save the girls, not kill them. But like they didn't know the whole problem, like what the deal with the game was. So they turned it into a whole thing about how video games are bad and we have to like crack down on them. Much like movies with the MPAA ratings. Because they wanted to have their own ratings, and it was going to be government rated. And the industry got together and we're like, no, we'll do it like the motion pictures. We'll create our own rating system. It'll be just like the movies that works, so let's do that.
Yeah.
And that's what they did. But yeah, Joe Lieberman and Hillary Clinton. I almost said Hillary Duff. They really didn't like Night Trap and Mortal Kombat back in the day.
Mortal Kombat, makes sense. Night Trap, not so much.
I mean, again, if you look at Mortal Kombat that they were so upset by, Mortal Kombat 1, it just looks corny as fuck.
Sure, it does now, that's for sure.
But it was like hyper realistic when it came out.
Yeah. Quote unquote hyper.
Well, think about like as you're like throw your mind back to the days when you first saw like Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah,
weren't you like it's fucking real life?
Oh my god! Yeah, I mean the full motion video dudes with blood spraying everywhere. Yeah, it was wild.
It looked real as hell.
Yeah.
But you look at it through the glasses of 2024, and you're like, "Oh my god,
this looks terrible,
it's so bad."
Yeah.
This was in the era with Jack Thompson too. Do you remember Jack Thompson? He was the guy that was always trying to sue video game companies about violence in video games, and he always filed all these lawsuits. And he was eventually disbarred because he just wasted everybody's time basically. Yeah, he also testified at Congress too, and he was just a buffoon.
As they usually are.
Yeah, it's kind of good now though that all these sort of old crotchety guys and gals are getting so old they're dying because well, not that that's a good thing that he died.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Now people that actually grew up playing video games are becoming lawmakers.
Yep.
And they know like what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So there won't be this stupid ass ridiculous, well, in theory, but then you see who gets voted in, then you think, well, never mind. I was wrong. Things are just going to be as bad as they were. But at least they have an idea of what technology is.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm sure Joe Lieberman knew all about, like, telegrams. He was up on telegrams.
He probably knew all about telegrams.
He sent telegrams. He received them. He knew how they worked. He had no problem with telegrams. But the guy that only ever received letters by horse was like, the evils of telegrams.
Yep.
They're corrupting the people by transmitting information too quickly. It's got the letter has to sit absorb some trail dust before you get it.
Yeah. That's how you know it's authentic.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see anyways.
But, oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he was besides the video game stuff, I seem to think he was a pretty okay like lawman.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
I don't
Just,
think he was
just from what he
Republican.
did.
I think he was just a Democrat who didn't like video games. So
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Let's carry on.
Okay.
Marvel has unveiled an Overwatch-style hero shooter called Marvel Rivals.
Yes, they did.
I watched the preview.
Yeah.
This game looks like garbage.
Well, I mean, it's going to be going into beta in a couple months, so
Yeah.
it's not really far along yet.
It's
It's also made by NetEase, so it's probably not going to be good and full of microtransactions and loot boxes and all that shit.
I don't know. Maybe I'm suffering from that thing where voices are
Not
so ingrained with the.
It's like, why is it not Robert Downey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With that kind of thing where it's ingrained to the actors.
Yeah.
And I'm like, everything sounds weird. But the gameplay looks real slow. Like, everyone's just running around like they're on ice.
Well,
and yes, it is still in, pre-beta.
Also, it's
Alpha even.
third person.
Yeah.
It's not first person, so it would definitely look like it would move differently.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be interesting, but the only saving grace I could think of with this is maybe because it's Marvel, they probably have some sort of control over it or something like that, where they can be like, you better fix this fucking problem here, buddy. Because think about like Star Wars Battlefront when it first came out.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, you have to spend how much money to unlock Darth Vader? The game costs $60, and then it costs like $80 to unlock Darth Vader if you don't want to grind for weeks at a time to unlock Darth Vader.
Yeah.
And there was such... it wasn't that video like the most downvoted... No, the comment was the most downvoted comment on Reddit of all time, where the guy said, you'll want to take pride in unlocking these characters in the game. And Marvel obviously got on the phone and was like, what the fuck is going on over there?
Yeah.
Because then they made the game no microtransactions. They unlocked everything, basically.
Yeah.
So I would think Marvel probably has something in control. Well, I guarantee it, because what was the Marvel game that was free to play? Marvel... It was like a top-down action Diablo-style Marvel game. It was free to play, but you could like buy loot boxes and stuff, but you could unlock everything in the game more or less too. It was on PC for a long time, and then they released it on console.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was.
I don't remember what it was called. I played a bunch of it because it was kind of fun, actually.
I recall
I played it on Xbox. But then like a whole thing came out about the like CEO of the company that made the game was like a predator or something like that, and there was all this negative publicity around the game.
Wow.
And then Marvel shut it down, basically. Like it was like literally gone. It was out on Xbox for like 2 or 3 months, and they shut it down, and Microsoft refunded all the money spent to everyone that played the game.
Wow.
And at that point I was like, damn, I wish I would have spent money on this game, because I didn't spend any money. Because there was still a few achievements I didn't have, and if I would have spent money, I could have unlocked them easily. Because now I can't get the achievements. I can't remember what it was called.
When did it come out?
Oh,
was it pre-2000?
No. It was like 2018 it shut down or something like that.
Oh, I meant pre-2020.
Yeah. It shut down in like 2018 or something like that.
Huh.
I can't remember what it was called.
Marvel Future Fight.
I played a bunch of it, though. But yeah, I would think that this new Marvel game would be something similar to that, maybe.
Yeah.
That they would have some sort of like, what do you call it? Oversight into how it's operated and everything like that.
I kind of played a game like that on the 360.
Like the Marvel one? Oh, you're thinking of Marvel Legends or X-Men Legends?
Maybe.
No,
it was a kind of like that.
No, this was Marvel Heroes. It was called Marvel Heroes Omega on the Xbox.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like a free-to-play. I remember because I was playing and people were complaining on the Reddit about how like, oh, on the PC there's like, every character had like 20 different costumes, because there'd be like the 1980s version of Wolverine, and then the 2000, and then be like Weapon X Wolverine, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, and we only have like 4 costumes each. This is baloney, blah, blah, blah. And I just was like, what are they going to do? Release every costume and just flood the market as we get it launched on Xbox? Like, no, they'll spread them out a little bit. So, anyways, yeah, I had every achievement but 2.
Oh. achievement hunter over here.
I just played a fair amount of it. It was pretty fun.
Huh.
I just liked it. It says I played 100 hours on True Achievements here.
That's not a lot.
Well, it only was out for a couple months, and they shut the whole thing down because there was this whole thing with the company and the CEO and all this stuff. Like, he was a predator, and yeah.
That's wild.
Blah, blah, blah.
Huh.
Yeah, it was out for less than a year, I believe. I don't know the exact release date. Oh, yeah, it came out on June 30th, 2017. And then it shut down on November 27th, same year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
That's wild.
Pretty
It's
crazy.
wild. Yeah.
So, I don't think this, whatever company this was, Gazillion Entertainment, I don't think they have quite the pull of NetEase, but...
Yeah, NetEase is pretty big.
Yeah, so...
Pretty big.
I'm sure they have to have some sort of, like, quality... Well, then again, I was going to say, they must have some sort of quality level that they go for or whatever, but... I mean, the Avengers game did come out.
Yep.
It's not a very good game.
Nope.
So, yeah, you've convinced me this game's going to be bad.
I think it's going to be awful.
Yeah.
Just the stuff that they showed, I was like, oh my god, this looks terrible.
We'll both sign up for the beta and play.
Yes, we will.
We'll check it out together
Yeah.
and see exactly how bad it is.
Yep. Next up, Diablo 4
What about it?
is on Game Pass.
Oh, yes, it is.
I loaded up Game Pass because I was looking for something to play, and I'm like, Diablo 4?
Yep.
It actually didn't clue into me that Diablo 4 was on Game Pass when I saw it on Game Pass.
Really?
Because I was like, oh, yeah, whatever. Skip past Diablo 4, whatever, don't care.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, oh, wait. This is Xbox.
Yes.
This is on Game Pass.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's the first Blizzard game to go on Game Pass.
And since I did say I would only play it if it was free on Game Pass.
Did you?
I haven't yet, no.
Oh, okay.
But
You're going
I
to.
did say I would. So I will give it an install and give it a try.
Yeah, I might. I don't know. I've got a stupid problem in my head where I just don't like to unlock an achievement in a game I'm not going to play, really.
Yeah.
Just clutters up my, like, history list. So, like, I might enjoy Diablo, but I don't really want to play it to just have an achievement on my list, you know?
Yeah. I mean, play it because you're going to wrap it. You're going to beat Diablo.
Yeah, but can you beat Diablo? Don't they just keep adding seasons all the time?
Yes.
And then more achievements?
Yes.
And then you have to play more?
Yes.
Forever?
Probably.
You're going to hell if you don't?
I mean, you're going to hell
Or
if you do.
You're in hell playing Diablo 4?
You're going to hell if you play it. You're going to hell if you don't play
I'd probably like it. I liked playing Diablo 3 on Xbox.
Well, then you will probably like it.
Yeah, but I don't know if I want to like it.
Just get your Roderick Cube and get in there.
Anyways, this is a lot of the reason why I don't try a lot of these Game Pass games where it's like, oh, you could just try Pal World. It's like, yeah, but I'll get an achievement. I don't want a single Pal World achievement on my achievement list.
Well, get two.
Yeah, but then you have
Then it
to...
won't be
What if I
alone.
hate it? I'm like stun locked by my own brain. Something's wrong with me.
No, that was like me all week, stun locked. I'm like, what am I going to play? I don't want to play anything. I want to play something. No, you don't.
Well, that's a little different. I
Yeah.
did play something, but it was like, you know, I saw like whatever that farming game, what is it? The mech
Far
one?
World Pioneers?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Farlight Pioneers. or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, something like that.
I was like, I should try that, and then I was like, I don't know if I'll like it enough. So
You won't.
stun locked.
You won't like it enough.
No. Why
I
not?
don't even know if I like it enough to continue playing.
Well,
I kind of want to see what's progression is like, but
Yeah.
I also am like, I mean,
It kind of looks grindy as fuck, like if I was playing Scrap Yard Mechanic or
Scrap
whatever.
Mechanic.
Scrap Mechanic.
Scrap Mechanic has the grind in that is more interesting, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, because you get to build things.
I
and
guess so.
drive them or
Once you
fly
get to
them
that
or-
point, it's
yeah.
pretty okay, but
Get your coilover shocks together and
yeah. Just building these crazy machines. Oh my god.
build a board with some wheels that just bounces around because it's got no shocks.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I might. I need to figure out a way to like do account sharing or something like that, so I can make another gamer tag and try these games on another gamer tag, so I don't get achievements.
I mean,
I don't know why I have this. Like, I got to keep my like. It's not even like my achievement. It's not like I have like 100% achievements.
Yeah.
I'm like below 50%. But it's just like, anyways.
One more achievement on the pile.
Yeah, but then my percentage goes down. It's like when I would be...
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's like when I'd be playing Call of Duty and be like, I gotta get a 1.0 death to kill ratio.
KDR, yeah.
That's my goal here. So maybe that's my thing on achievements. I gotta be 50%.
Yeah, could be.
I'm not even there, dude.
You're not even there.
Well, it also doesn't help when you play a game like Vampire Survivors and it's like, I unlocked one of 300 achievements.
Yeah, you've probably unlocked at least 150 of 300.
I've got like well over 50% on that game for sure.
Oh, yeah. That's a good game. Easy to play.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Easy to pick up,
like,
hard to put down.
When I saw you play it, I was like, I know I'll enjoy this. So that's fine. I can play this. But it's like, I don't know. Will I enjoy Pal World enough to play it? And I don't think I would. I think I would enjoy it, but not enough to be playing it enough.
Yeah.
It's just like Valheim.
I agree with that.
Like Valheim I enjoyed, but not enough to be like, I gotta play more Valheim. It's like, yeah, I'll play some Valheim, sure, whatever, why not?
It's not something that keeps you up at night, you know?
No, definitely not. No.
Yeah, I will install because I said I would.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Do you know Johnny Somali? Have you heard of Johnny Somali?
I've heard of Johnny Somali. He was the guy that was douching around in Japan.
Yeah. He promised the court. He promised the court. He was like, "Hey, you know what? I'm just gonna go home. I'm not gonna live stream anywhere else. It's gonna be fine."
Japan.
In Japan, yeah.
Yeah.
And then so he got out of jail.
Yeah.
Immediately flew to some other country.
Yeah.
And started his douchebag antics again.
Yes.
And I watched some of the video from A to Z.
Mm-hmm.
And he, just him just trying to pick fights with everybody and being like, look at my bodyguard. And then, Kick banned him.
Yeah, but Kick banned him because he said he was going to go and attack a stream sniper, I think.
Yeah. He was threatening violence against other people.
The other thing, too, is now he's saying something about because he's in Israel right now, they banned him because he's in Israel or something like that. He's a big-time idiot. Yeah, I don't want to say who, but someone we know was banned from his chat on YouTube or Kick. I can't remember where he was streaming, but they went there and just said he was ugly. They got banned from his chat.
So it looks like he got banned from Kick for 3 days for hitting on underage girls and asking for porn.
What?
And then, recently he was banned for off.
Like, was he on stream asking for it?
Yeah,
like,
it looks like it. There's clips.
Oh my god, he's so stupid.
Yeah, banned off Kick for promoting violent behavior.
Yeah, that was because he said he was going to go attack someone who's stream sniping him or something like that.
He didn't get permanently banned.
No. He's only on temporary ban, and he was like messaging other people on Kick, this like big streamers, like, oh, can you help me out? Like, I know you've got the poll or whatever, and if you have any love for me, you'd help me out or whatever. And be like, who the fuck has any love for you, dumbass?
Yeah, nobody does. Oh my god. Just watching him do things, I was like,
I don't even think he gets that many people watching him, really.
300,000 people on Kick.
Followers?
No, watching.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, that's view botting, though.
Oh, 100% view botting.
I think that was also like what the person that was banned from his channel said, is that there's like so many people watching him, but like the chat is like not even moving at all.
No.
So it's all like view botting.
Yeah, and a lot of people just hate watch anyway.
I don't even hate watch DSP. It's like fascination watch. How is this guy like this? Yeah, this guy's a clown.
100%. 100%
so
clown.
stupid. Anyways, Johnny Somali.
Just get permanently banned.
Yeah, but he'll just go stream on Rumble or like, what's that alt-right one?
Oh, the one that we were told we should stream on?
Yeah, what's that one called?
Cozy? Cozy.tv?
Yeah, Cozy.tv.
Yeah. Oh, man. Amazing.
Yeah. There's also like that weird one that gets paid in cryptocurrency that was an XQC? No, wait.
No, it was lemon... Something to do with lemons?
No. There was the one that somebody was streaming. Oh, no, it was PewDiePie.
Yeah, PewDiePie. I think it had something to do with like lemons or citrus or something like that.
I can't remember.
It was very yellow.
I don't remember. Anyways.
Me neither.
There's lots of places.
Yeah.
You can go stream, I don't know, something else.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Game Club.
Yeah.
Each week, we play a video game. We play a chapter or a segment or a timed interval of that video game, and then we talk about it live on stream. And this is a Game Club, which means you are invited to play along with us.
Yeah. Do it.
We tend to try and play games that were given away for free on Epic or some other method, or games that are like cheap.
Or on Game Pass.
Or on Game Pass, yes. And of course, right now, and you can join us live in Twitch, twitch.tv/StreamVoidPod, or you can post down in the Discord. Link is down there below, and there is a forum post with the latest updates from what I've been playing in the game.
What he said.
And of course, right now we're playing Death Stranding, and we're just about to wrap up Chapter 2. Or we are wrapped up Chapter 2 on this.
We do wrap up Chapter 2.
Yeah, there are 38 deliveries total so far that we could have done.
Yeah, but you don't have to do them all.
You definitely don't have to do them all. There's ones that have golden threads over their name, and those are the storyline ones.
Yeah, so a lot of those ones that are orders for Sam give you something if you do them.
Yes, there are a lot of upgrades and equipment you can do.
So we skipped over the whole first leg upgrade. Because remember when we went to the second map or whatever, and we got the leg upgrade?
Yeah.
There's one in the first map
Is
that
there?
you can get. Yeah. The whole quest where I can recolor my BB.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a thing for like some sort of leg add-on that makes you like better, but not as good as the other ones.
Yes.
So when I went back, I was like, oh, they gave me these trash legs that I don't even want to use. Because I went back to just see what was going on. And then I also saw that a lot of those other quests, like the other open quests, those are like infinitely repeatable.
Oh?
Yeah. So like, it'll be like Ludens fans delivering whatever.
Yeah.
Movies.
Yeah.
That's a repeatable one. It'll eventually show up again.
Okay.
Because I went back to the first area and there's some sort of indicator where it said like my best score on it or whatever.
Huh.
Because you get scored.
Yeah.
And it was I could do it again.
Oh, interesting.
So you can improve your ranking on these old ones. I don't think you can do it for the orders for Sam. It's just the other ones. Anyways, I did a bit of faffing about in the first area again because now I got robo legs.
Yep.
So I'm like invincible. So the other thing too, last time we played, we got the little gun that shoots out the wire. That's great for taking out mules.
Yep.
But it also says like you can shoot BTs.
Yes.
And you were like, oh, you don't need to change the ammo. It just automatically uses the ammo on BTs. So I got the gun and I went to the like base and it was like, oh, you should do the training for the gun. Because there's training. I don't know if it's in...
No training for me.
So if you're in the menu, you can go down to your room, or there's also the shooting range. Mm-hmm. So it's like, oh, the shooting range. I'll go check out the shooting range. And there's like the trials of getting through the BTs with the new gun, right?
Yeah.
So I'm shooting the BTs, and you shoot it, wrap it up. The BT dies, and you move on to the next one, shoot it, wrap it up. And you just got to take out like 18 BTs in whatever, 6 minutes. And you have like 19 shots. So you can only...
Miss once
or whatever. So I'm like, okay, sweet, whatever, cool. So I do it. I kill all the BTs, go through, finish it off. I'm like, perfect. So then I'm like out in the wild. The BTs come up. I was like, no problem. Start shooting them. And I'm like walking around waiting for them, whatever. It doesn't kill them.
No, it just wraps them up.
So like in the trial, they die.
Yeah.
Or the shooting range. But in the real world, they just like are tied up for a bit and then they attack you anyways. And I'm like trying to do a quest. I don't remember which one. It was probably one of the actual ones we need to do for the actual mission. Mm-hmm. But I had no blood grenades.
Oh, no.
Because I'm like, I have this gun that kills these BTs. It doesn't kill them.
No.
So then after I made it through, whatever, I was like, I wonder if I shoot it again if it kills it. But I didn't try that.
No.
So I'm going to try that next time. I was going to actually try it like after I finished this delivery we had to do. Mm-hmm. But then when you wake up after the delivery, I don't know if you've gotten to the next section.
The next chapter?
when you wake up and it's like, why am I in World War One?
Yeah. No, I went to there and I was like, safe quit.
Yeah. So the whole point of this whole chapter is like fragile. Everyone thinks she's a terrorist.
Yeah.
And we have to work with all these like smaller places that are distrustful of Fragile because she's supposed to be a terrorist. We have to earn their trust. How do we do that? We do a delivery.
Of course.
Bring them into the UCA.
Or just get them on the network.
Yeah. And we uncover the story of why Fragile is... People think she's a terrorist.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And like, again, Kojima has like great ideas. It's interesting ideas and wow, crazy.
It's super interesting ideas,
but
for sure.
The storytelling is just so bad.
Yes.
Like, as soon as I get to the area and they're like, oh, they say Fragile blew up this city or whatever. And I'm like, well, obviously she was tricked into delivering a bomb. Obviously.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, I heard she's a terrorist. Oh, blah, and she's so bad, blah, 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 blah. And anyways, that's what it turns out to be, is that Higgs tricked her into... before he was really a terrorist, or I don't know, anyways. He tricked her into delivering a nuke into the city, and the nuke blew up and whatever. And as we work through the chapter, we learn about Fragile and how she became all wrinkly, because she had a choice, either like deliver the bomb, another bomb, I think,
yeah,
second bomb.
To South Knot City.
Or like she can throw it away by running through the rain nude, so she'll become all wrinkly.
Yeah.
So she decided to run through the rain to save everybody. But the whole part where Sam gets his thermonuclear bomb was so fucking stupid. As soon as the power, it's like the power goes out, and the guy's like, "Oh, geez, shucks and darn, something's wrong." Well, here's a delivery for you, kind sir. If you could take this.
It was mislabeled.
It was mislabeled, and you should really take it to wherever you're going. South Knot City. And I was just like, this is Higgs giving me a bomb. Like, and then I'm thinking like, well, this has got to be a switcheroo. It can't be that obvious, can it? So Sam is just like, well, shucks, darn, I'll deliver it for you. So you grab it, and Sam's like, I've got another package. I got to deliver it. But... I got to get the real story from Fragile, so I got to talk to her, right?
Yeah.
So you put the package on your back, and in the fucking menu, it's like, thermonuclear weapon.
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh, okay.
I was like, why doesn't it just say mystery package?
Yeah, it literally says thermonuclear weapon.
So then when we get to where Fragile is, Sam's all like, oh, it's a bomb? It's like, we knew it was a bomb already.
Oh, yeah.
It told us.
Oh, yeah.
So then it's like, what are we going to do with it? Oh, throw it in the tar pit. Okay, we throw it in the tar pit. That's cool. Whatever.
Yeah. So,
but it was so stupid.
There's a whole thing with the package where if you stray too far from it, it'll explode.
Yeah.
So I had it in my truck.
Oh, no.
Or did I have it in my truck? Yeah, I had it in my truck.
Yeah.
And I was just like wandering around doing stuff. And and I can see it over there just blinking away. I'm like, great, it's a bomb. So I'm doing the thing, go back to the truck,
Did you miss that part that it said if it gets too
far
away from you?
Totally missed it.
Okay.
And then I get back and I look at the thing and it's like, oh yeah, okay, great.
It's armed?
It's armed? If we're straight too far, it explodes? Yeah. Oh, wow. Lucky.
So
super lucky.
Oh, it didn't explode?
No. That was
fine.
Okay. Yeah, there's also a whole quest in here where we go to the junk dealer. Like that's the quest we kind of started on, was junk dealer. And then the junk dealer was like, hey, take this to the art studio. It's a thing. It's very fragile. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I put it on my back. It's like, oh, no.
You gotta carry it in your hand.
You have to carry it in your hand. I'm like, and you have to like hold the trigger to carry it in your hand. I was like, oh, is that why I keep dropping stuff? Because I'm not holding the trigger?
Yeah, dude. Oh my God, you didn't know that?
I didn't know that. I just kept dropping it because I was like, oh, I must be overweight.
Yeah. No, you just have to actually hold it.
Yeah.
So that whole thing with the junk dealer, I don't know why he had a sand dial. Is that what they're called? What is that thing called?
Yeah, a timer, like a sand timer.
Yeah.
But it was a Carhelium timer.
Yeah. And he wanted to be taken to... He thought his wife or girlfriend was alive, even though or I don't know why we were
so
taking
something happened, this Asian mother and daughter where he took care of. when something happened on whenever the timefall happened, whatever, they were living with him, and then they kind of went on their own way. But the daughter made him a chiralium scent.
But they were like boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah, they were. It's not implied at the start that they were, but at the end it is implied that they were. And so you have to like deliver this thing, and you actually see an actual human being come out of one of those things. Like the junk dealer comes out and gives you the thing.
Oh yeah. Oh,
and
I
it's
see
like,
what you're
what,
saying.
an actual person?
Yeah, it's not just the hologram.
It's not just the hologram.
The guy comes out, right?
He comes out, and then you deliver the thing, and she comes out. She's like, oh yeah, the junk dealer.
Yeah. My mom said he was dead.
Yeah.
And he thought she was dead too.
Yeah.
So she's like, you have to deliver me back to him.
It's like, oh, okay, how are we going to do this?
So we put her in a Ziploc bag.
You literally put her in a Ziploc bag and pack her on her back and go on your way.
Walk her back over.
Yeah.
Her voice acting was not particularly good.
No.
Because I think she was I think the face was the actual girl that did the voice. But it's obvious that English is her second language.
Yes.
And obvious that she doesn't have proper good pronunciation. So it sounded like she was just saying the lines phonetically.
Yes, I think she was.
So, like, she can probably speak English, but she doesn't really know how to say it properly.
Act English.
Yeah. Anyways, it was not the best voice acting I've heard in the game.
No, definitely not.
It was an interesting story anyways, when we deliver them, and then they're like, let's get married and whatever. And then the junk dealer is no longer a sour grape.
Yeah.
So that was part of the thing. He was just like, fuck everybody. Mm-hmm. Now he's like, oh, the light of my life is back. I'm not a total doucher.
Yeah.
So
he gives you the speed legs.
Yes. So you can run. Oh, that's what he gives you so you can get over there fast.
Yeah.
But then he gives you something else afterwards, I think, too. Or maybe you have to do another quest to deliver him something. Because I got another gun. Did you get the sticky gun?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I got the sticky gun. And that's a whole quest thing you do for Lake Knot City is you have to go into this bandit camp and get a bunch of sticky guns.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's one of the quests as well.
So that was an interesting one because I was up on the road and it shoots pretty far.
I haven't fired it yet.
It shoots really far.
Yeah?
Like you'll see something way in the distance and it'll be like, oh, I can grab that. And it just yeets it back and you just sort of grab it out of the sky.
Oh, man.
But as I was up on the road, I'm way up top, right? I'm like, oh, there's mules down there. Like, let me steal their stuff. So I just shot it at their stuff, and the bags come up, and I grab it. So I got all their stuff, and I guess I wasn't really paying attention to, like, the little overview thing where it'll tell you what's happening. Because they weren't mules.
They were just regular porters.
They were porters. So every time I stole something, they were like, the porter doesn't like that. Minus 2,000 likes. Yeah, so I lost all these likes.
Oh, man.
But I stole all their shit anyway. So. But it's pretty cool, like, putting all this shit in the truck and just driving down the road, and you just don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah. Because you get to build the truck, finally.
Yeah.
And, you just load the truck up, drive down the road.
Yeah, I love that. But I'd be up on the road way up there and be like, oh, there's a crate over there. Just pick it up, throw it on my back, drive around.
I gotta do that because I'm still building the highway.
Yeah.
And I need ceramics like nobody's business because you need like 3,000 ceramics.
I know.
I'm like, oh my god.
I've only built a road down to the one before the satellite dish, whatever that one is.
Yep.
I haven't gone any further than that.
I'm all the way down to South Knot and 3 past now.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe just 2.
Yeah,
I can't remember. But yeah, they're getting really expensive.
Yeah. And I haven't done any of those taking out the mule camps that you did where people move in.
They don't move in. They respawn.
Oh.
But once you take down a mule camp, more of those friendly porters will show up.
Okay.
Actually, if you go up to them, they will offer you what they're carrying.
Oh, interesting. They don't like it when you steal it. But
no,
they'll offer it to you.
If you walk up to them, they will stop, wave, and hand you whatever they're holding.
Interesting
for you to take.
Pretty cool. Yeah, so it's getting like easier to play as we go further along with all the different upgrades you can do. Like I can carry like a fucking just giant stack. Oh, the one thing that I like and also dislike is that if my stack is too high, it gets knocked off when I like walk through a doorway. I just was like, I was thinking regular video game style, like whatever, no problem, walk through the door. And I walk through and just like a clattering of shit all falls on the ground behind me. I was like, God damn it.
Yep.
because I went into the first area. There's like one of the near Ludens fan. There's a up on the hill. There's like a dungeon sort of, and the door's locked. But then you do a quest for Die Hardman, and he'll give you a code to get through the first section.
Nice.
And then you go into the next section, and there's like mules in there that you take out, and then you pick up something, and then there's another locked door in there that I haven't opened yet. So yeah, I was gonna go back and do I was like, oh, I'll do this thermonuclear thing, and then I'll go to the next area, and then I'll just come back and do a bunch of side stuff, mess around, and it was like, oh no, I'm in World War One.
Yeah, that's what happened to me too. I was like, because I was gonna go back at the start, and I'm like, I got too much stuff on me. I'm not gonna worry about it right now.
Yeah.
Once I hit the next section, I'll go back, and then World War One.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get 3 new weapons that are lethal.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how those are gonna work.
Well, I think, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, because I didn't use them. But I was thinking maybe they'll work on BTs.
It could be.
So I'll eventually be machine gunning BTs or something like that.
Yeah.
I didn't use them, though, so.
No, I haven't used them either. I stuck them in my box.
I wonder if it's just because this flashback we're going to be killing guys.
That's what I was thinking, too, because I stuck them in my box, and then I went to the flashback, so I don't have them on me.
Oh, yeah. I kept everything, I think, that I had on me. But I don't know if I... No. They're just... I think you don't have anything, and they're just laying on the map.
Okay.
So I think you're going to pick them up there.
Yeah.
Because I did run around a little bit just to see what was going on. But yeah, like, who the fuck... What's happening now?
Right?
Kojima, what have you done?
I think we're going to get backstory just on BB's father.
Oh,
now.
You think he's some sort of like Nazi scientist or something like that?
Maybe,
yeah.
Maybe because this chapter is only one delivery.
Oh, well, we might have to play more than one.
Oh yeah,
for
see
sure.
How
long. Like,
yeah, we'll see how long.
Knowing Kojima, there's going to be a 3-hour cutscene.
Yeah,
have to sit through, so who knows what happens?
Yeah,
but yeah, it was very interesting stuff going on. Yeah, it's very like, anyways, just so ham-fisted sometimes. What'll be like, oh, you should talk to Fragile, but she's down in South Lake Knot City, whatever. Yeah. And then you'll be like, oh, I'll teleport to her. No, sorry, teleportation's not working. You're gonna have to travel down there. Sorry, something's going on with the chiral network. You can't teleport. Like,
oh yeah, because she lost her connection to the beach.
Yeah,
yeah,
very convenient. For whatever, that point, because we have to take the nuke is what the problem was.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Just so like, ugh. Anyways.
Yeah. Every time Die Hardman comes up after I make a delivery, I'm like, shut up! I don't care, dude.
Yeah, he does tell you some interesting things sometimes, but I haven't read any of the like.
No, me neither.
There's too much of it.
There's so much,
and they're not really like story related. They're more like what inspired Kojima to make this movie. Especially the little chips you find. It'll be like, oh, he really liked the movie Christine.
Like, there is some stuff that is like pointing towards secrets and whatever. Yeah. I think.
Have you got any stars unlocked?
No.
Okay. If you get one of the locations to 5 stars, they'll give you maybe it's director's cut. Have you got any place to 5 stars?
No, most stuff is at 4. Okay. I think.
If you get them to 5 stars, they'll be like, oh, I got something for you. And they'll give you a star emblem that you put on your pants. So I have 2 stars now.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Because we're cool. Best friends.
Yeah.
So I've only done 2 to 5-star level, but anyways.
Yeah, I don't have everyone at 5-star level.
Yeah,
I've been mainly concentrating just on building roads. 2
in the first area because they were just so easy to do. Yeah. Like I did. So in the first area, I went back and I built like 3 bridges right at the start.
Yeah.
Because I was tired of driving into the water in those little creeks. So I just built like 3 bridges in a row, and then I leveled them up too because if you get them to level 2, you can put a hologram on them and put a song on them and stuff like that. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'll level it up as well. Also because it's like literally a 5-second walk to go back to like Capital Knot City, gear up, and then drive to this thing. So yeah, it's interesting for sure, but it's also annoying as hell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least I don't fall down as much and I can run.
Oh, dude, that makes the game so much better.
Yeah.
When you don't have to be packing 1,000 boxes on your back.
Yeah.
Even with like the power legs.
Yeah.
It makes the game so much better.
Oh yeah, big time. Big time. So
Now I'm like looking forward to playing the game.
Exactly.
Rather than before I was like, I gotta walk all the way over here.
I know.
And now it's like, just run all the way over here.
It'll be interesting.
I'll just drive all the way
when
over
I
here.
unlock some of the new delivery things in the director's cut that you don't have access to, like the cargo cannon.
Yeah.
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 So it'll be interesting to see.
I've been using the cargo sled a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Whenever I keep one on me, and then I'm like, oh well, here's 1,000 ceramic. That's gonna be really heavy, so stick it on the carrier.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, 1,800 really,
Yeah.
because ceramic's a weird number.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm still enjoying it. So
Yeah, for sure. I can't wait to log in and get probably 30,000 likes on my highways.
yeah, I'm wondering how many I'm gonna get too. Not that those likes really do anything for
No,
me.
they don't.
Just sort of like levels you up and gives you a new nickname or whatever.
Yeah.
But they're interesting anyways.
Yeah, I hopefully someone's made some deliveries down the line to the places, because trying to find 2,000 ceramic to put into one thing is almost impossible.
Oh yeah. You could always go back to the previous area.
Yeah, I that's on my planned list to do, because there's it's just opened up now.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll build a truck back there and see if I can get it through the hills.
Oh, that was the other thing, is I got a message from the first guy in an email. He said he went to actually looked at this one for some reason. I'm not sure why, but he said he was at the incinerator and there was weird lights up there and I should investigate them.
Oh.
So I might go check that out too.
They do give you little hints in those emails sometimes about things you can do.
Yeah. Yeah, I've gotten emails where there'll be like side quests. Like, I lost my whatever from mules. Can you get it back for me? So I might check some of those out and see. But yeah, Higgs, the dumbest terrorist.
Yeah.
I did like throwing the nuke into the tar pit, though. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, it was a little sense of urgency, but I drove the truck the entire way.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, I did too, but when I got there, I liked the little tutorial told me how to swing my arm so I could like, throw it too. It's like, oh, I never thought of that.
Yeah.
So that was pretty fun.
Yeah, good game. Still enjoying it. Can't wait to play more.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah, now I've had to wait quite a while.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll let you know how it goes and how long you should play till. I am only going to get the opportunity to play today and tomorrow.
Okay.
Because I got to go to the coast.
Oh yeah, no Steam Deck.
Oh yeah. Oh no, it's on Epic. I could install it, but then I won't have my.
There you go.
Probably won't have my save game.
It's cloud save.
Is it cloud save?
I think everything on Epic is cloud save.
Not everything.
Okay. Well,
I know there was some stuff that wasn't, so I'm not entirely sure if this was.
Okay. Well, check her out. Maybe you can play it a bit.
Yeah.
Do some delivering while you're delivering knowledge.
Knowledge delivery.
Yep.
Yep. Sounds good. Remember everyone, this is a game club. We invite you to play along with us. Join the Discord down below, or we're live on twitch.tv/StreamVoidPod every Sunday at 11 a.m. PST.
Yeah, man.
And you can play along with us.
Yeah, what he said.
Yep, and that's going to bring us to the end of this podcast. If you like what you heard, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Let us know how we're doing. Join the Discord and let us know what we're doing like.
Yeah.
Those are words that don't make any sense, but I've said them.
I understood them in a
that's
roundabout
a classic way that I talk.
Yes.
And don't forget patreon.com/StreamVoidPod, the only way to support this podcast with your hard-earned dollary dues.
Nice.
And with that being said, we'll see you guys again in 1 week's time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.